So you guys, just a quick recap. Have It's morning time. It's about 7:45 or so. You met Captain Karen about 15 minutes ago, and he and a couple of his guards came with you. And the intention is to go back into the Deep One layer. Right now, you're all outside the door. As you walk up, the door is still propped open, the stone door, so it's not even closed this time. The um, Why don't you all uh, give me d20 rolls, and I will roll for the NPCs.
I don't feel so bad for getting 3.
All right, so um, as you guys are walking up, the rain is pouring down and cracking, and the lightning comes very close to hitting Marcone, but he's able to, in the last second, whether it be instinct or whatever, he's able to jump out of the way and avoid getting hit by a bolt of lightning, which is good, meaning he's not here. Um, all right, so what? So you guys are outside. The door is open. What say you?
I think we should get a status update from in case the guards have seen or heard something.
With the guards, you met them at the barracks, and they came with you to yeah, the guards outside. Sorry.
Yeah.
So sorry. So yeah, last time when even as you walked by the front stairs leading up to the stairs, I believe I told you guys last time that the guards said there was relatively no activity at one point. Mother Sharannon wanted to leave, but the guards told her she couldn't, so she stormed back up into the church. And the guards who were present here towards the back, entering into the lair, they reported no activity as well.
Okay, fair enough.
So I guess the captain would he be would he lead the way, or what is he?
What?
I would being one of his watchmen. I would probably wait for him to tell me what he wants us to do.
Yeah, so you guys, you're familiar with this. I'll stay up front. We'll bring my guards will be coming up towards the rear, but why don't you guys, lead me in and give me a tour of what you've seen so far, and then if there's anything new, we can take that as is and approach it as a team.
Okay. So we would basically tell him what we found here, going from the trap and the door, and then we would tell him what we encountered in the lower section. Now are these doors open still, or?
Yeah, so everything's open, and it
Okay.
looks as you left it.
Oh, okay.
As you
So
came
nothing
out.
looks cleaned up or nothing else like that.
No.
Okay. So yeah, I would definitely point out to the captain and explain to him what he's seeing here.
Yeah, wow, you guys look like you had some serious fights on your hands here. Wow, this is just a mess, and um, we'll save, just to save game time.
Mm-hmm.
That everywhere you've cleared, you've kind of given them a little tour and shown them everything, and he's appalled by seeing the slave quarters and the birthing breeding rooms there, number 7. he's you can see visibly upset by this, and he says, we got to get to the bottom of whoever this is, and they need to be held responsible. There's no way I'm going to let this happen in my town again. I'm almost kind of ashamed that I didn't notice it was happening as it is already.
Well, we were going to continue further, but then when we found so many people, we felt it was necessary and more important to get them back, and we could rest up ourselves.
Yeah, well, that's a wise decision. I say, since we're here now, let's go ahead and figure out what other atrocities are in this crap hole. And my God, it smells like a sour fish market in here.
And I turned to Beldak, and I say, that door in the quarters that we were in before, the northern door, were you able to see into that area, or I don't recall.
You're talking about the door that I moved my token over to, right?
Yeah. Beldak, I think, was looking through the last time. I think he out of character. He was looking through the
I don't think you guys.
keyhole.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yep.
Yeah, he was looking to see if there was a keyhole, and then.
Yeah, but
So he's just.
But out of character, I can't remember. But yeah,
I don't think you really saw anything. It was dark, I believe. So.
All right. Yeah. So I would probably once we get into this area here, I would tell them that this is as far as we went. So there's a quarter room to the north. I'd point down that hallway down this way. I said there's another room entrance, or there's and I point up ahead where the stair. I think there was a stairway down there.
Well, I think it would make sense, since that was the slave quarters, to see what that room is adjoined to it, and just go ahead and deal with that one.
Yeah.
Very,
I will also suggest we open that door first before we move further in. If I remember
you
correctly.
Want me to open it?
No.
Hang on a second, Ralph. And then I tell the captain, nonchalantly, I just say that the little guy is used to be a locksmith, and he could probably help us.
Yeah.
And I wink at Beldak. I say locksmith.
Yeah, I get it.
He looks at you, and he kind of raises a little bit of an eyebrow for a moment, and then he looks at the guard by the door there, guard 11. Says, "Hey, you stand by that door. Make sure nobody comes behind us, and if they do, you let out your loudest yell. And I don't want to hear no little squeal like you did last time we were in this situation. I want a good, loud yell." And he's like, "Oh, all right, sir." And he's kind of young. All right, Beldak.
Okay. I tried to look through the keyhole again, but I guess it's total darkness, correct?
Yeah, as you look through there, it's pretty much dark in there, and it's I would say it's not totally dark. You can see a flickering of what you can probably discern as candle lights, but you can't really make anything out through the keyhole.
Okay, and I'm pretty sure if there was anything in there, they'll come and help before, so I'll just picklock it.
Okay, go ahead and give me your
I'll try to.
thieves' tools.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, hey, little guy. Where were you a locksmith? You looks like you nearly broke those tools there.
No, it's an old lock. Just need some more work on it.
All right, well, go ahead and give it another shot. See what you can do. And then he goes to Roth, and he's like, "If he misses it this time, just break the freaking thing down."
No problem.
Oh my
Oh,
fucking god!
All right, Beldak.
I think I can't.
Roll,
This door, this lock here, I think it's rusting.
roll a D100 there, Beldak.
Yeah.
Oh.
You so you bend one of your tools, but you're able to straighten it out. But you can see you've visibly weakened the metal a little bit.
Yep.
And the captain says, "All right, little guy, you've had your shot. Step back. All right, big guy, give that thing a whack."
And I look down on the ground and just move away slowly.
So athletics.
Yep. And so you hit it, and give me a dexterity check too, just like an acrobatics check on top of it. So it's a fairly weak door, and you hit it fairly strongly and stumble to your knees on the other side. And give me a second, and I'll go ahead. I'm just gonna save time here. I'm just gonna open this whole thing up.
Damn, he fumbled also on acrobatics. Shit.
Yeah, that's why he stumbled there.
The
Well,
dice do not love us today.
I thought in the beginning, yes, my dice, I didn't change anything, and I rolled 18 at the first roll today. So I thought, today it's going to happen. And then fucking a 2, and then a fumble.
So as you step in, and anybody that gets close to the room, you can hear a faint chanting, and in the low light, you can see there's like a fog hanging in the air. It's very humid. It smells as of sweat, and you can see the walls are seeping a little bit. Moisture on the wall. That the air you breathe is really heavy. You can see there's a stone altar there to the left in the room, and it has what appears to be fresh blood on it, or well, now it'd actually be drying blood. In the there's channels that it run down, and there's a bucket full of what's the word I'm looking for? But the blood's starting to harden a little bit in the bucket. There's like that layer on top, like kind of
Coagulating blood.
There you go, coagulating. That's what I was looking for on top there. The three walls around the outside are these little alcoves that look like people could sit there and view. Anybody who's proficient in religion can go ahead and give me a religion check. So Marcone is able to discern that the altar is adorned to worship Father Dagon and Mother Hydra. I would assume you guys are in the room there. Like Captain will walk in the room.
Yeah.
And this guard will stay out to guard the door here. Jesus Christ, what the hell is this place? What the fuck has been going on with these people, these creatures, these fish creatures?
Not quite the church you thought it was, huh?
Well, are we sure this is part of the church? I mean, I can tell you it's definitely under the church. But I don't, Mother Shran.
Well, it is strange that as soon as she took over, people started to disappear. So, yeah, I think she is involved in this.
She did try to come. The guards did say that she tried to come out here this way. I can't imagine that she'd come out this way and not know what's right underneath her.
No, she tried to come out the front of the church.
Oh, the front of the church.
Yeah,
okay.
just to be clear.
Gotcha.
I don't know. It could be coincidence.
Yeah, we can hope
All
so.
right. Well, let's look around and see if there's anything in here we can.
Investigation.
Yep.
I suppose I could employ some of my magics.
So
Investigate.
in So hold on, Belda. I'll get to you in a minute, and then so just Marcone and Strum, as you're standing there, there's a table there that's covered in a sheet, just as a basic glance.
All right.
And Beldak, why don't you tell me like what part of the room or what you're doing?
Just in general to check if there's anything of value in here. You know me. That's what I'm going for.
Okay. And anybody else gonna look around as well, or?
Marcone, he,
Can I like check for like magical runes and stuff?
Okay.
Just I'll just pull an arcana out of my ass.
You know.
Oh God.
And I will like take a peek like underneath the thing that's draped over the what I saw.
there was a coffin, it looks like, on the map, correct?
Yeah, it's not really. It's like a table, and
Okay.
and it probably doesn't take much investigation to figure out if you lift up the sheet that it'd be like a
Yeah, Marcone, he's checking all that stuff. I'll
Yeah,
roll
so you-
investigation on him also.
yeah. You go ahead and decide what level of detail I give you.
Shit.
So okay, so first of all, Beldak, as you're looking around on the altar, you can see there's a small handful of candles, a censer. There's a ceremonial, what looks to be like a really nice ceremonial dagger there. There's a crystal, there's a horn, and there's some incense basically around the altar. I'll
Nope.
drop that stuff in the party sheet. You can decide if you want it or not.
When investigation, I'm also checking for if like a secret door behind one of the encrows on top.
Okay, so you don't see any secret doors, but you can. Excuse me, just 1 second. All right, so you don't really see any secret doors, but you can you get the sense, and as well as Vilroth, you get the sense where you do see some runes around, and you don't really necessarily. Sorry, one more time. Give me a second.
Yeah, it's okay, mate. Let's take it easy.
Yeah, like no worries.
Yeah. If you see me mute my mic, I'm trying not to pull you guys out. So you see some runes, and you're not able to discern them all, but which ones you do, tend to be related to Father Dragon and Dagon and Mother Hydra. You can see, it looks like this chamber. You get the sense this chamber is used quite often. You're not necessarily sure why it's so humid in this room, and there doesn't seem to be any doors or crevices or holes or anything like that. It's just kind
Okay.
of an odd room.
Yeah, that's why I was looking for maybe an entrance out of here, because
Yeah.
it's strange just locked in like this. But you say there's
Yeah.
nothing in here.
No.
Okay, I guess we move on.
And then so Strom and Marcone, you as you see the sheet, you can see the sheet is dried with blood, and you lift it up. There's a young girl under there who's obviously been sacrificed, and she's for lack of a better word, flayed open, and a lot of her internal organs are missing.
Akon, he will check more to that. It looked like she has been pregnant, like having a child before.
No, it's a young girl. It's a young girl. It's like young, like not a toddler, but a kid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so the captain comes over, seeing your reaction. God damn it.
Well, I hope you sharpen your swords, and we have to clear this out because this is evil. Akon is saying we need to get rid of all this.
And the captain says, damn it, I was hoping this wouldn't be one of the ones we found dead, but we're gonna I'll have to
That's his daughter, huh?
yeah, I'm just looking at his name. Magnus. Damn it, I'm gonna have to let Magnus know.
I was about to ask that if it looks like the description that we were told to find.
You think we ought to take her out of here so we can give her a proper burial?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. One of my men.
Will it
He
not,
calls in.
will it not be better? Will it not be better we do that after?
I don't want to take the chance of leaving her behind if something happens. And he tells his man, he's like, wrap up the body and carry her with you. All right. All right, guys, let's clear out the rest of this place. Oh my Jesus Christ, somebody's got to pay for this crap. I've never seen anything like this in my whole career.
With a strange look on his face that you've never seen quite before, Raph takes off at a very fast clip toward the parts we haven't explored yet.
Okay, so he runs around the other way there and bowls that guard out of the way.
It just takes off. Just he pushes whatever is in his way out of the way, be it people, doors. He doesn't care. He is off to fix this.
I would try to keep up and say, Raph, hang on.
All right.
Hey, Sturm, high or low?
High or low?
High or low? Just pick one of the two. High or low?
Low.
Okay, Raph will listen to you.
I'm excited as you are, big guy, to right this wrong, but we gotta wait for everybody here.
He stops with his hand on the doorknob, or handle, or latch, or whatever this door has.
Yeah, so these are double doors, and they're fairly ornate. They have handles, like lever type handles on them, but it's a fairly nice door.
And I'm gonna just. Can we feel that do they seem to be opened, like unlocked?
Yeah. So as you move them, they move freely.
All right, Raph. Let's wait until everybody comes up, and then let's do a 1, 2, 3, and open it real quick.
Did you see my whisper?
No. Hold on. I'll just give you some basics on it. And what do you see in the description? What do you guys see in the description of that dagger?
Second.
Actually, it's ID'd, so you should see exactly what it is. So, I mean, you see basically what.
Okay, I take it.
Yeah. Okay, so just go ahead and take it there from the part sheet.
Yep.
All right, so you go ahead and open the doors.
We're gonna wait until I suggest we wait until everybody gets up here, and then we're gonna open it up like real quickly. Just
Okay.
try to surprise anything that we might see in the inside.
And Raph says, "Okay, on the count of 3, 3," and shoves the door open.
All right.
All right, and as you guys open the door, you can see that it's there's nobody. It seems to be in there. There's a table, chairs, and it looks like some type of meeting room. It doesn't take much to notice on the wall opposite the door a big mural on the wall. That looks like, and as you burst into the room, he's like, oh, how may I help you? Ooh, I haven't had guests in quite a while.
Oh, the mural talks.
Roll perception.
All of us.
Yeah, whoever's in the room.
And we're seeing it like on that wall.
The one opposite the door.
Okay.
So basically, Strom, Roth, actually all of you are high so far are high enough. You why you might think that it would be the man talking, it's the fish. And the fish is giggling like, welcome. I haven't had guests in quite a while. Well, thank you. Come on in and seat yourselves down if you would like.
Good God, what kind of magic is this?
Villaroth sort of just stands a little bit mouth agape. You can visually see he's fascinated by this spectacle.
And
What
then
what form of trickery is this?
Strom, Asari, and Villaroth, you would notice on the table is a book, a large, like leather-bound book.
Okay, well, I would look at Vilroth and I would say, hey, I would bring it to his attention. You're the book type. Take a look. What is that thing?
I guess I'll.
Be careful with the book. Be careful.
I sort of look up at the fish, and I sort of why?
Oh, it's a very important document, of course.
Yeah, okay, so
You may look at it, just be careful with it, kind sir. I am here to service of you. I am here to be of service to you. I'm not going to service you. I'm here to be of service to you.
okay, fair enough.
So
I'm not
Raph-
proficient with investigation, but could I still roll it?
Yeah. And you can roll, or you can roll before you decide if you want to take that. You can also roll. Give me a second. I'll even let you roll a Arcana if you want on that book.
Oh, sure. Oh, yeah, I'll take that.
Okay.
So while he's looking at the book, Raph goes up and pokes the fish with the handle of his shovel.
Well, that was rude. Who might you be, sir? And
I
why
am Raph.
would you poke me?
You're a wall. Walls don't talk. And he pokes him again.
Would you stop poking me? I am trying to be nice and of service to you, but I tell you,
What?
if you keep
What
poking
are
me,
you?
Now stop interrupting, mister. I know you're quite a large man, but if you let me finish talking, I'm here to help, but if you're going to be rude, I'm not going to talk to you anymore.
I'm sorry.
Villaroff. So you looking at the book, you notice that it is a list of names. On there's several names in this book. Some of them have check marks. Some of them have little stars beside them, but it's a full list of names in the book.
So I'm just gonna flip through it, back and forth a couple times. What was the guard captain's name again? Oh,
Karen.
character.
Karen.
Okay, so I'm gonna slam it shut, disturbed with what I've read, and I'm gonna get his attention. Can you might want to take a look at this?
Yes, pass it over.
Sort of pass it to him.
And he starts looking at through the book.
What is it, Wilrod?
It's a list of names, quite detailed.
Well, this is definitely a list of names of people from towns. And just I'm not quite sure what the checks or the stars mean, but these are definitely names of people in town.
What are you?
Are they names of the ones that have been taken? Do you know anything about that, Bern?
Yeah, there's definitely some names of people who have been missing for sure.
But not all of them.
No, not all of them are missing.
Is there a mark out in front of those that's not taken or taken? Or is that different?
Come to think of it, I think the check marks might be the ones that have been missing. And definitely these stars, I don't remember any of these people being missing. Have gone missing. But some of the check marks, those people have been on the missing list.
Is it females, all of those that had the stars in front? Or
No,
behind?
it's a mix. No, mix of male and female. No differentiation there.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely some of the check marks are on my list of people missing. I'm not sure what the stars mean.
Morisari speaks up to ask if the stars are all children.
Well, I'd say everybody on this list is fairly young, but some are young, some are teenagers, some are young adults. But no, it doesn't. Definitely no. I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
I'm going to the wall in front of it, and then I'm saying, who are you and what is going on in here? And I'm Beldak, by the way.
Well, I am Mr. Oh God, I just forgot. I had a name I wanted to use. What was that Don Knotts character in that movie where he's a fish? It starts with an L. Come on, I know some of you are old enough to seen it. Hold on, I'm gonna find it. Some of you have been old enough to see this movie.
I don't even know what movie you're talking about. What did you call it?
Hold on, I'll find it. Give me a minute.
Don Knotts.
I am Mr. Limpet.
Ah.
I gotta show my kids that movie. Actually, that's a good movie for kids. I am Mr. Limpet, and I am here to entertain people while they're waiting for their meeting.
And what brought you? Were you brought here?
That's a very interesting question. Nobody's ever asked me. I just remember being here.
They're meeting with who? Says Raph.
Oh, well, there's those other people who look like fish, and they hang out here and they talk with people who look like. And he looks at Raph and he's like, "Well, not so much like you, but more like some of these other people." And they talk about, what the things they want, and how they can make a new species and such.
I go up next to Storm and then I whisper, "Careful, I think maybe he's just here to stall us."
I
Yeah, I
can
don't.
hear you. And I'm
Vel,
not here.
I'm gonna look at Velroth and say, "Hey, have you ever seen anything like this in anywhere?"
Give me a second to think. I'll just roll this casual arcana, see if I've actually read.
um, you've heard of animated pictures and and stuff like that uh, seem to have a trapped soul in it, but you don't know anything specifically about this one.
Well, my foster father had the extensive library in the tower. I've read about certain moving pictures. I read that they might have trapped souls inside of them. Otherwise, I don't really know. It's not my focus of study.
I go around. I go around the room and knocking silently on the walls to see if there's been a hidden.
I'm
all around.
kind of. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm just saying all the corners around the walls. I'm just going while they're talking to see if there's like a hollow side.
And go ahead.
No, that's it.
And as he's doing that, I'm kind of looking at this painting, and I kind of draw my axe out, and I'm kind of like, not necessarily. I'm just making it like, nonchalantly, like pointing in his direction. And I kind of like to hear more about these meetings you talk about, where they talk about making new species.
Well, I'm not supposed to share things, but what would you like to know?
Well, I'm not so sure what you really are, but pretty sure if I take this axe and just like cut cut you up, can't be very good. I would imagine. But yeah, I wanna. How long ago have you heard them talking about this, and what are their intentions? They're trying to. Are they trying to overtake the area?
Well, I can tell you, I'm not here to mean you any harm. You don't need to chop me up. And as you're saying that, Captain Karen says, "Hey, some of these names here have an LR beside them, like initials, like somebody signing something off."
L
And and
R.
the and the fish continues on, and he's like, "I assure you, I mean no harm, but I'll tell you, there's some proper people who come in here, some ladies, and they talk with these fish people and their wheelings and dealings and their master plans of having hybrid fish and taking over the town. And I don't know. I mean, I'm just here to answer the rare question for them and to entertain those who wait."
Kern,
You said
the girl that you got took away out. Is she in the book? And is she marked with LR?
And so she there's a check mark next to that name, and there is an LR there.
LR. He talked
Okay.
about. I look at the rest of them. He talked about a ladies. I wonder if LR stands for lady something.
Or
Well,
maybe
what was the name of the lady of the town? Out of character. The what was the mayor's wife?
Uh,
2 seconds.
I'd have to look in the notes. I'm not sure.
I mean, I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure Morisari would.
Right.
Well, for that matter, I'm pretty sure Elle would if she were feeling better.
Her name is Lady Ritter, if I remember.
Oh,
Is I'm talking to the wall again.
Morisari points that out.
Yeah. Wow. I think you might be right, and that's the mayor's. Did you say that's the mayor's wife?
Yeah.
Lady Ritter, later, Captain Karen, Lady Ritter, why? What would she have to do? We hardly ever see her.
Okay, and then I say again, what is this LR? Whose initials are these then? If it's not her,
I can't answer that. I find it hard to imagine she wouldn't be involved in such
you can't or you
heinous
won't.
acts.
Can't or won't answer that.
So Raph looks at the fish and says, "Is it? Is it her?"
Oh, yes, you know, I think I have seen the properness of somebody, and they did call her Lady Ritter. Her and the other lady.
Who is the other lady? What was her name?
And Mor Morisari knocks an arrow and says, "What was the other lady's name?"
Well, you don't have to be so hostile. It's Mother Sharon, of course. She is the one who visits down here often. You've obviously met her at some point if you're here. Why else would you be? Why are you here?
How is she dressed?
Well, she's, you know, wearing robes and stuff that you would.
Yeah, I know who it is. I'm pretty
Captain.
sure.
Going on a,
Captain, at this rate, we don't know if the mayor himself is involved.
she would look like he describes this.
And I say, Kern, is that the description of the priest lady?
Yeah, it's got to be her. I've known Alderman Ritter for a long time, and his wife's always been so quiet. I just can't wrap my head around this.
Has she always been quiet? Or maybe has some spell over her, something like that?
Well, she's always been quiet. You know.
Yeah, but I mean, have
We
anything
go-
changed?
No, when we go there to the house, she, you know, serves us tea and crumpets and other stuff, and usually lets the men do all the business talking. I mean, every once in a while, she'd maybe flip old man Ritter a dirty look or something, but you know, that's about it.
Captain, we don't know the extent of who's involved. We got to assume that it's possible the mayor himself might be involved. We don't know, but we don't know either way.
Why don't we ask the fish?
Do you know? Do you know if you can trust your guards completely?
Yeah, my guards, I've never had a problem not to believe my guards.
And then I would
I would like to
I
make
would
an insight check on when he's
I
saying
would
that.
I would second Raph when I hear him say about talk to the fish. I would be like, yeah, that's a good point.
What's a good point?
Oh, Raph asked the fish. He said, "Why don't we ask the fish about the mayor himself?"
I've never seen this mayor or alderman type that you speak of. I don't know. I don't recollect him ever being here. You Marcone, you know, figures that the captain's being honest in what he's saying. His
Okay.
reaction seems sincere.
Okay.
Captain, do you want to take the book yourself? You want us to carry it for you?
No, you go ahead and carry it. Just let's finish clearing in here first, and then wow, I'm
One question out of character. That painting, is it painted on the wall, you said, or is it a painting hanged up?
it's a mural on the wall.
Okay.
So it's painted on the wall.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, I've grown up in this town. I'm having a hard time imagining this. I gotta tell you, you know, you guys seem like you've been around. I'm going to defer. We definitely got to look into this, and I think we definitely need to go talk to the mayor and his wife, and definitely talk to Mother Shrana. We definitely got to look into this. But
Mother
By
what?
all means, if you guys have any Mother Sharon, sorry, we need to talk to these people running to town. But I want to tell you, if anything seems weird, if you have any suggestions, I'm definitely open to this.
I don't think we should talk to anybody in the city right now. I think we should clear this out and then go to the
Well, yeah,
mayor.
yeah. I mean, when we leave here, definitely. But yeah, we need to see if there's anything else left here.
Okay.
All right.
Is there some way that I can hide? Maybe put the table up in front of the wall, in front of the fish. Is that possible? So he can't see.
Well, I mean, you can cover, basically, 3 of the middle squares with the size of the table. And, on its side, it would mostly go to this, so you can obstruct the fish's view.
Okay, Raph, can you help me tilt this table and front of the fish?
Why?
What?
I don't like he knows what's going on all the time. He's very talkable.
He already knows. If you're worried about him talking, kill him. And then Raph just, after saying that, just continues off.
You have anything? Any paint? Throw some paint on there or something. We gotta clear this out.
I can hear you all. It's not like I'm not here. I don't know what I've done to you to talk about such rude behavior.
How long have you been here?
As long as I can remember.
All right, Captain.
I don't know
Okay.
how long what this means to you. Well, as the people walk out the door, thank you for coming. I hope you enjoyed your visit to my room.
Do what you will with them, Beldeck. We're gonna go ahead.
Can I tilt the table myself as a halfling? Because then I'm doing it. Or I can just tell my cone to help me, of course. I'm playing him also.
So, yeah, you got just before you go too far, just because maybe I didn't clear this off quite enough. Give me just 1 second. I don't want to.
And also, I didn't.
There is another door.
Oh.
Here.
Oh.
So I don't want to leave you guys astray before you can go either way, but I just realized I didn't totally uncover that outside of that door.
Okay. Well, I guess in the interest of clearing this out 100%, if we've seen that there was a door there, well, we definitely should open it and check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you notice, Raph, if you were to check the door, it is unlocked.
Then Raph will go ahead and open it.
All right. Dun, 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 dun.
The timing on the piano music, I swear.
And what's funny is I have no control over it. It's just playing. Like, I'm not triggering it in any way. So it is pretty good though. So as you enter this room, the air, ignore some of this because like out of character, like the people who were in this room you've already encountered. They came towards you. So but the air, is damp and heavy, still humid, like much in here. It's dim. You can smell a strong odor of fish, and there's some puddles of water here and there on the floor. Each bed that's in here has a side table and a foot locker, and it's pretty much, it pretty much looks like barracks.
God, I don't think I'm ever gonna eat fish again. Horrible.
Well, Raph will quickly walk through the room, making sure there's nobody hiding around any of the corners.
And it's empty at this point.
Then he will say, "There's nothing here,"
All right. Let's go.
and leave it for anybody who's sneakier and lookier than him to look further.
I'm looking further.
Yeah.
I'm looking under the beds and so on.
Agreed. We would continue on.
So, do you guys? So all you guys that just left, like, you don't care to really look around the room.
No, I would just be along with Raph, just looking for people or anything that looks like it needs to be killed.
Okay.
Because
So,
Yeah.
so you basically walking in and out and walking back to the stairs is roughly 60 seconds, we'll say.
Okay.
Beldak, in that 60 seconds, do you take that 60 seconds to look around?
Yeah.
Or are you going to stay longer to look around?
I'm just checking right now to see if there's anything under the tables. Sorry, on the beds.
On the bed, so the beds, like I said, there's tables, there's foot lockers, and there's the beds themselves. Some are made, some are unmade.
Okay, I'll take 5 minutes in here.
You're gonna take 5 minutes in there.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll a perception or an investigation. I mean, and in that 5 minutes, what are you, the rest of you guys, doing?
we would be continuing if we found went through everywhere in this area, then we would be going to the staircase, stairways. I mean,
So you get to the stairway, and it leads up, and kind of like turns a corner and goes up a little bit more. At the go ahead and whoever's up front there, if you want to roll a perception to see a little bit more detail, I'll be glad to give it to you.
and I would always, once we get to a certain area where it looks like it's gonna be like a new area, I would always, defer, look at the captain, and kind of get his like, waiting for him to give me a nudge or nod, like go.
Yeah, and he would kind of motion for you to proceed up the stairs.
All right.
Okay, so second. Okay, so you the stairwell, you can feel like a cool breeze coming down the stairwell a bit. The you Sturm, you notice like an odd pattern of holes at the bottom of the landing above.
On the bottom of the landing above it, like
Yeah, so you
ahead.
go up to a landing, then it turns and goes up again. And
Okay.
you notice on the landing there an odd pattern of holes in the wall.
Okay, I will immediately like put my hand up and to Raph, said, "Whoa, Raph!" And then I would like point out with my hand and look, and like, and I would point out the weird holes. Say, wait a second here. I don't know
Oh,
what it is. I have no idea.
where's the
But
little one? He's good with these.
I don't know. Now, do we notice, like, when you said I saw the holes? Do I see them like kind of across the whole length? I obviously have no idea what they are, but I mean, do I see the holes across the whole
Yeah,
length of
you
it?
can see that. So as you go up the landing, and you can see at the wall that would basically be at the top of the stairs that you're going up to the landing, you can
Mhm.
see there's no holes on that side. But on the other half of the wall, that would be at the bottom of the stairs going up the other way, you do see the holes on that side.
Okay, so I would turn to the captain and I would show him as well, and I would say to Raph, I said, hey, I said, I don't know, I have no idea what that is, but something don't look right here. Let's see if we can send somebody to go find Beldak. We'll wait. Maybe we should wait here. And then I would look at the captain and kind of be like, I'm just thinking that he's so small that maybe he can we can Raph can like throw him over top of him in case there's a trap there or something. That's all.
Yeah, no, it definitely looks weird. Where is the little guy? Why is he lagging behind? What happened to him?
Can you? Now, do I have any kind of? I don't know what rank I would be. Am I ranked any higher than any of these other guards?
Yeah, you definitely you are of a higher rank than those two other guards.
Okay, then I would motion one of the guards to could you go find Baldak,
Okay.
the little guy.
So the guard would come back, and Belback, one of the guards comes in, and at first he doesn't see you, and he kind of calls in quietly, Beldak, they want to see you at the stairs. There's something odd there.
And I look my head up under one of the beds. I'm coming in a few minutes. How long have I spent on this? I'm just looking if there's anything of interest. You know what I'm looking for.
Well, they seem like they wanted you fairly quickly. What should I tell them?
I'll be there shortly.
All right. So he goes back and he's like, he said he'll be here shortly. He was looking under a bed.
Looking under a bed?
I know what he's doing.
Yeah, I don't know, Captain. I mean, I don't know.
How long time have I spent?
We just met this guy. I don't really know him that well, but he seems like an okay fella. But I don't know, maybe he's a little distracted easy.
All right, so Beldak, since you actually rolled a 20 on your let me find where it was. A 20 on your investigation. You would if you're looking through, basically what you find is stuff that's in the foot lockers. And so I threw that in there, but basically there's some random, there's some silver pieces, copper pieces, some candles, a dice set, a flute, some oil, a potion of healing, a rabbit's foot, a bunch of robes of the what you now know to be servants of the Hidden Deep, and there's some type of rolled up type of parchment.
Okay, I take the parchment and I take the healing potion, of course. Is that the one you just said potion, correct?
Yeah. And there's another, you find hold on, let me see which one that one came from. Let me just make sure.
Is it okay I just add one to my potion of healing list instead of dragging one over?
Yeah, whatever you want to do. But if you do that, then I'll go ahead. And there's also like another small vial of liquid in there too.
I take that also.
Yeah. So you can go ahead and grab that off of there.
3 books, you say?
Okay, I'm going to delete the potion of healing since you...
Yeah, I added it. The robes, is that human size? So I think we could disguise ourselves as them.
Yeah, they're mostly, like, medium humanoid type size.
Okay, then I'll take 3 robes with me when I'm moving.
So you're a halfling and you're just like carrying a stack of robes, and are you walking towards the other people now?
Yeah, after I take this stuff, I'll just take 3 robes over my shoulders and then I'll just move up to them And when I come close to them, I say, maybe we can use this as disguise.
As you get up there, everybody's impatient, especially the captain, and what they see basically is like these little legs and these robes floating along.
Ah, it's a shambling mound. No, not really.
I found a lot of stuff in the other room, and I found some of those ropes they are carrying. So I think we can maybe disguise ourselves as that if we move on. So we don't have to show ourselves right away. Maybe we can just get a surprise attack on somebody because of it. I don't know what you know. There was 8 of them, but I could only carry 3 of them. But I know exactly where the rest is. If you want them.
Can you guys just give me like 2 minutes?
Yeah, sure.
Make sure the dog doesn't tear one of my daughter's stuffed toys apart.
Oh my.
Yeah, I don't know what his fascination with that was, but it wasn't looking good. Okay. So yeah, Beldak tells you guys he found some stuff. The captain's impatient.
Do you want to have those ropes or not? And then I just drop them on the floor and saying there's 8 of them. I took 3, so we can go back very fast and get the rest if you want to disguise yourself. As I don't need it because I'm too small, they'll see me anyway. But I think maybe in the normal size people could hide from you in the distance.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything normal size about Raph here.
No, but maybe.
Raph holds one of the cloaks up and just sort of shakes his head. Hands it to Sturm.
Yeah, and I kind of look at it and yeah, here you go, and I hand it back to the guards.
Are we gonna send the guards in first?
Yeah, Beldak, come take a look here. We might be able to toss you over this these weird holes up here. Take a look at this.
Okay, describe what it is because I didn't listen to you before.
I just point out what you I show you what I see across the floor.
So as you go up the stairs on the landing, on half of the wall on the landing, at the base, on the wall at the bottom of the stairs. It's not on the floor; it's on the wall. So on the wall at the base of the stairs coming down from the level above you is a pattern of like holes in the wall.
Like a trap?
What? I don't know. I'm not a rogue.
No. I'm not. I can't see it in front of me, so that's why I'm asking: could it be like a trap?
Well, that's what I just pointed out to you. I showed you, and then he just described what you saw. So.
Okay, I guess I'll roll an investigation.
Come take a look.
Yeah, so you look there and as you're looking, you can see a couple of things as you're looking at the stair. you can see this pattern of holes in the wall, and you can also see there's some lanterns uh, on the wall, like sconce lanterns on the wall. And if you look closely, you would notice some of the lanterns, the bottom base part, like, so it's like, it kind of looks like a torch, but it's a metal type thing with the oil burning on top, and like a post comes down from the bottom, kind of like a torch. You would notice that it one of them seems more worn on the handle section than the others.
Okay, out of character now, I'm totally confused. It looks like something to open with now.
Yeah, so there's the holes at the base of the wall.
Yeah.
You would guess, you rolled well. You would guess that, maybe there's some, darts or something, or poison or spikes or something comes out of that hole. It would be your guess out of the holes. If you're looking at the lanterns, you would see that the base of one of the handles, the tarnish on it seems to be worn off, unlike the other lights.
So that's the trigger effect, maybe to activate or deactivate. Okay.
Yeah.
At the very least, it's been touched a lot more than the others.
Yeah.
Then I'll go over to that, and I'll tell the rest of them, this is a trap, and be careful.
Okay. And then do you do something with the light, or?
Yeah.
Alright.
Can I put it down or up, or just take it with me?
Yeah, and so as you're playing around with it a little bit, you notice it kind of turns kind of like counterclockwise. If you
Okay.
push on it, it'll rotate on the wall.
Okay, I'll rotate it.
Okay, and so as you rotate it, you can feel in your hand a little bit of a click in the as you do it, and you don't necessarily see anything visible, but you can hear the click as you and feel it in your hand as you rotate it.
Okay, so I think I disarmed the trap now, correct?
You think you did just arm the trap.
Okay, I think it's clear now. And yeah, Raph, can you take the 3 books? I was about to whisper about all this going on, so could you just take that from the inventory, from the parcel?
Yeah, you want me to just take the rest of what's there, or just the books?
Oh no, I didn't take that much time on it, so I just take the books. The rest I just let it be there.
All right.
Okay, so this before we go up the stairs there, let's just so take whatever you want off that that you would have taken from that list between you guys, and I'll delete the rest.
Okay, take the oil flask
Okay.
also, and then just delete the rest.
Okay. Okay, there's a couple more oil flasks, so you have to do that like twice more. All right, there you go, and I will delete
All right.
the rest.
And the money we just keep as the parcels, correct? You don't want me to take that?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and divide. Well, here. Yeah, we'll divide it up later.
Yeah,
Divide it
good.
up a little bit. Okay, so now back to the stairs. So, seems like you disarmed the trap.
Yeah, I'm going up the stairs then, all the way up, and tell everybody it's clear. And I'm keeping a very sharp eye, if anything else, because it was very hidden, that trap.
Okay, so you're gonna lead the way up the stairs.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you
And Raph will stay on the little man's heels.
so as you come up, you see the stairs start to open up into a room, and I'm going to go ahead and transfer you guys to a different map.
Oh, sorry, I didn't move my token. Raccoon also. He's also with us, of course. And I haven't heard anything from Steven, just so you know it.
Yeah, I imagine something's either come up or whatever. So I'm just preparing the other map real quick.
Yep. So I'll try my best to play his character, even I've never played a character like this before. But the good thing is, I learn.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and just transfer you in order, and then I'll share the map here in a second. Give me 1 second, guys.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, this stairway's kind of small, so I'm gonna have to stack a couple of you guys behind it. Just say you're coming up. Oops. And we'll say Marcone's right here. All right. Okay, so you guys should be getting a new map for the upper level.
Yep, loading.
Yeah, they take a while to load.
Yep. One question. On my map, it's still loading, but all the tokens is in the order that like I'm going behind or everybody. Is that true?
It did for me, but then the
No,
map
you're-
started loading in. It'll get there.
Yeah, you're coming. You're at the top of the stairs, Beldak. Everybody else is behind you.
Yeah, we're going south. In other words, that way.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Thank you.
Going south?
It's just that the
Okay.
map's different direction. That's all.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the stairs turned a corner.
Yep.
I think it's loaded now.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, seems to be.
Okay. So everybody pretty much has the map there.
And we're spinning.
I was trying to get my characters the right way.
I think there for a while you were managing to rotate everybody but your character.
Okay. So you guys, as you come up the stairs, this is a dim. It's candle lit up. So it's rather dim still. And there's a brazier that's burning. The walls are lined with books, and there's a bit of a dusty smell in there. As you enter the room, you you can hear a couple people in there kind of laughing and such. Are you? Well, let me just roll perception and see if they hear you.
I was about to ask, out of character, did the guards take the ropes on? Or did we just leave them on the floor?
They just left them. Just 1 second. We'll see. So they're laughing and joking with each other, and they seem to be, you can hear some laughter. They don't seem to, like, nobody comes to greet you. They seem to be involved in their own whatever they're doing.
Can I see them from where I am now? Or can I just hear them?
You at this point, yeah, you would actually be able to see one of them kind of as their back. Let me open up a little bit more of the room for you. Oh, which one?
They look like the rope persons.
So, yeah, hold on. Give me 1 sec. Yeah, so no, they don't look like. Excuse me. They don't look like the servants of the Hidden Deep, but what they do look like is.
Oh, I was more thinking about the ones we met in the beginning, guarding while we are fighting those deep ones in the street.
No, they don't look like those. What they look like is this.
Let's see if we can see a picture that so it's fighting right away.
So so she's joking with somebody. It seems to be in the part of the room you can't necessarily see right now.
And can we hear? Can we make out what she's saying? Any of us?
Yeah, they just seem to be talking about somebody else. They're kind of like gossiping and joking about somebody else.
She's the one from behind me, correct? The one with the back to me.
Yes.
And I can't see the rest of them, so I don't know if that's the same kind, something like that. Then I'll move a little in front, like to the walls, and just peek the corner and make signs to everybody to be silent and stay back.
Okay.
Then I will make the same gesture behind me and try to convey that. Oops, it's only supposed to be one. Oh yeah, that's right. But I'm not gonna move just yet. I'm waiting.
So Beldeck, so you kind of looked around the corner there a little bit. Is that what you said?
Yeah, but I want to roll a stealth check first.
Okay.
Just going through my character. So I was on my cone by mistake. Oh my god.
Give me a second.
Yeah.
Yep. Sounds like one of those minute deals.
Yeah. Get up, down here. Whatever it was.
Been there, done that.
Yeah, same.
The big guy, for once, is being surprisingly sneaky.
He got the gist.
Oh, I rolled it. I rolled in the tower.
No, I meant Raph, because he typically, for
Yeah.
whatever reason, he typically fumbles the stealth rolls because, that's just stereotypical. But this time, he didn't.
I was hoping that Storm will grab a hand on your shoulder or something like that when I make the sign. You definitely need to make
Yeah.
some more.
It looks like he actually did worse.
Yeah, I have a lot of bulk. Metal, heavy metal.
Yeah.
Yeah. 6-year-old pushing boundaries.
Oh, you're back. You're back again.
Fun.
Yeah, good times.
Yep.
All right. So, did you roll your stealth check?
Yeah, I rolled in the tower.
Oh yeah, there it is.
We're just kind of hanging here, waiting for
Yeah.
any kind of sign of shit hitting the fan or anything.
So, this person has their back to you too. They're looking at the desk. So they're just kind of talking. They're not really looking at each other, and they're gossiping. And at this point, they're completely unaware that you guys are there.
So there is 5 in here?
No, there's 2.
Oh, I thought you said there was 3 more at the other table, but I couldn't see them before.
No, I don't remember ever saying that.
Okay, so there's the female with the back to me, and then the other one in the other table, and they were talking to each other.
Yeah,
and laughing.
They're not like necessarily looking at each other. They're kind of, puttering around or doing whatever they're doing at their tables, and they're involved in that whatever activity they're doing.
Okay.
And they're just kind of talking offhand to each other, and they don't notice you guys there.
Okay, then I will make the sign 1, 2, 3, and then I'll move on stealthy over to the one acolyte 5, and then make signs that there's one more just around the corner.
Okay. As you start to move across the ground, let me see if they notice you. Nope. Too involved in what they're doing.
And is this a open space in here?
Yeah, it's an open space in here. I'm gonna assume you kind of peek around the corner.
Yeah, I didn't want to just run over and then there's 2 on the other side saying, "What are you doing?" Okay.
Yeah, so you can see it just appears to be two people in there. And as you move across the floor, the 1-5 does not hear you.
I'll stand behind her with a dagger at her throat, saying "silent."
So you put the dagger at her throat and tell her to be silent.
Yeah, I'll just go up behind her and be quiet, so I'm ready to kill her in one snap. And then I'm just waiting till the rest of them go against Acolyte 8.
Okay. So let me see how she would react to that.
And about the description of Lady Ritter, let me know if that's her, just so I know it, or the priest.
So what do you tell her as you put the knife to her throat?
Be quiet.
And what skill are you using to do that?
Intimidation, I guess, with a dagger through her throat.
Okay, go ahead and roll that.
With advantage then, or what?
Wait, no, you don't have an advantage on that. But well, yeah, you do because she's surprised. I'll give you advantage on that.
I thought the dagger will help on that. That's why I asked. Oh my fucking god.
You are probably
So-
like 3 feet tall too, so
I know.
Well, there's also the her personal fortitude is
God.
when somebody does that, if she has enough sense of mind to be quiet or if she just shits her pants. And based on the rolls on both sides, she basically panics. So so she panics. She's like, "Oh my god!" Ah! And she starts screaming, and she like she's not necessarily fighting you, but she like panics and is trying to get away from you.
So we don't see like neither one of them. Like when we come around, we're seeing actually she's yelling and stuff. We don't see any of them having any kind of weapons or anything.
Uh,
Like
no,
near
not a,
them or
no.
anything?
They're wearing robes and
Okay.
they look like your basic church alkaloid. And as she screams, the other one turns around and look at you. And let me see what kind of conviction that guy has. He is like frozen in his tracks. He's like he turns around. And he's like oh, oh! And he's scared and he's like kind of he just can't even move.
I,
All
s-
right.
I said be quiet. I didn't say scream.
Okay. As I see Baldak have a knife there, I just go, okay, easy, easy. And I like kind of like quietly, I'd be like, everybody, take it easy.
Okay, and roll your appropriate skill for that.
Just be a persuasion.
And the one with her knife to the throat, she's like starts kind of weeping a little bit, and she's like terrified. The other guy is like, don't don't hurt us, don't hurt us. Who are you? What do you want? Don't hurt us, don't hurt us.
I'd wait for the captain to. I'm assuming that he'd be not far
Yeah.
behind.
So he comes up and he's like, stay right there in the chair. Don't get up. If you get up, it's not gonna go good for you guys. Where is Mother Shrennen? And so he's gonna try and convince them.
And then I'd look at the guards that come up and ask them to handcuff them behind.
Okay, and the two guards come up and take those two into custody, and they're what's this about? What's this about? What's going? What have we done? What have we done?
What do I see on the tables? What are they doing?
They're just studying religious type texts. Is your initial?
I would, as they ask what they've done, I would just glance to the captain and I'd be like, well, we're currently investigating here. There was something going on here needs to be taken care of. We're just looking for Mother. What's her name?
Shrennen.
Mother Shrennen.
She's probably in the main chamber of the church. What have we done?
You just need to stay here and be quiet.
Okay. And they don't seem to be giving you any hassle.
Don't you have shackles?
I already asked
the guards.
guards.
Yeah, they put them in manacles.
And then I just kind of look at the captain and said, shall we continue on?
Yeah. You guys stay here with those two. We'll go into the main chamber here and see what's going on.
Keep them quiet.
Before I'm going, I don't see any weapons on them, correct?
They
Like if I see a dagger on Acolyte 5, I'll take it off and throw it to the corner.
They would give me just a second. They would probably have daggers on them. I'm assuming. Yeah, they have daggers on them.
Yeah, the guards are going to be staying with them. Obviously, they'll know to.
Yeah, so they'll pat them down and take their weapons off of them. And
Okay.
so Captain Karen starts walking towards the door, and as he comes through the door here,
Where I'm right now, there's just a wall, correct?
yeah,
Okay, good.
give me a minute to open up some of this.
Yep.
I would tell the I would say to the captain then when he's going forward before he opens up. I'd be like, Captain, being that he's a captain, want to keep him a little safer. Said, let me go first.
All right, yeah, okay, yeah, that's
Or
also
me.
Yep.
And so he steps aside and lets you guys do what you got to do.
I need
And
to
once
make it.
again, Raph has that serious look on his face. It looks kind of creepy on his face. You're used to seeing such childlike innocence.
You want me to roll a new stealth check?
Are you guys trying to be stealthy going into that room?
I am.
Okay.
Raph
then
is
yeah.
not.
Okay, roll. Yeah, if you're trying to be stealthy, go ahead. You need to do that in the tower.
All right, so it's unlocked. I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's unlocked.
All right, then we will kind of like go in a kind of like of a hurry.
Okay. And as you come in the room, you can see, what appears to be Mother Shremen up at praying at the altar up there. And having heard the commotion, you see two more people dressed as the ones in the room walking towards you. And the one closest to you says, "May I help you? Who are you? And
Captain,
why are you in that room?"
I would yell for Captain and say, Captain.
And the captain would come in and he's like, "All of you, get down on your knees right now and sit down and put your hands where I could see them." And let's see if he's persuasive enough. And let's see if these two want to listen. Both of them continue to move towards him, and he barks out once more, "I'm telling you now, stand down or we will attack." And they keep moving forward.
All right.
So
if I'm
roll
seeing that,
initiative.
yeah, we would have. I'm sure Raph would have did the same thing. Would have immediately gone towards him. Nice.
So that so we still need Beldak and Villaroff. Or no, Villaroff. I mean Marco.
Beldak and Marcone.
Beldak, are you there?
Oh, sorry, I'm here.
Yeah, you need to roll initiative for you and Marcone.
Yeah.
All right. So with that, let's before you get started there, Raph, let's take a 5-minute break before we get into this combat, and then we'll kick it off with Raph first.
Okie dokie.
So is any here?
What?
I was just asking if anybody was here.
Ah, I am.
Oh my god, what a failure they made it on the Oscars.
No, I've not paid any attention to it.
Have you not heard?
Uh-uh.
The final reward, main one, they told going to the best film was La Land. And after a few minutes, when they start talking and praising the family and so on, they found out it was the wrong one. It was the wrong card. So one of the directors, I think, from La Land, saying this is wrong. This is not the right one. It was Moonlight instead, I think it was called. And yeah, never seen that in 60 years of Oscars. This is the first one.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, but oh my god, but what a disappointment. I guess the one that's behind this is fired.
Probably, yeah.
I was just wondering
I mean, it's
if
a
somebody,
pretty big mistake.
yeah, and when they, and even they was a time to praise their family and so on, a few of them before they found out, they should have just stopped it right away.
I mean, they probably didn't realize.
How can they not realize there's somebody's behind all this? They know exactly who the winner is and so on.
Yeah, but it takes a while to get messages through.
Yeah, but still, I think, oh my god.
The person who knows isn't necessarily even in the same,
No, that's true.
I mean, they're not even necessarily in the same country, but, they're probably there in the same building. But it can take a while to.
Yeah.
These sorts of things have momentum.
Yeah. And it looked like Mel Gibson is back on track again, that's for sure. Got frozen out by Universal Studio, I think it was. So in 8 years or 6 years, something like that, he haven't been able to get inside any project, any movies, big movies or anything like that. But then he just made this new soldier movies. I can't remember what it's called right now. And they won, I think it was 3 Oscars in that movie. Best sounds effect, I think it was one of them.
I generally don't pay attention to pop culture. Doesn't
I'm kind of
interest me.
right there, unless it, rears its ugly head or bites me in the ass.
So, are you going to play the new game that is coming live today? Torment?
Which one?
Torment.
What's
Was
it called?
Torment. It was, if you remember the old Planescape D&D Fantasy
Oh,
Grounds
right.
game, they made a new one and they made a Kickstarter of it. And it was about to raise only 2.1 million, if I remember correctly. And they raised 5.1 million.
That comes out today?
Yeah,
The
today.
new Planescape Torment game?
Yeah.
Ooh.
On Steam, it was like 16 hours yesterday. So I think it's about noon our time today. It's coming live.
Yeah, maybe.
And there's also one called Tyranny. If you don't know that, came out November. It's also like Baldur's Gate and so on. But the plot is you're playing the evil characters in that. Oh my god, that's fun.
Yeah. I know about that one.
So is it a video game or?
Yeah, it's a bit like Baldur's Gate, you know that?
Yeah.
It's the same like that.
Hmm.
Just Tyranny. You're playing as evil characters instead of heroes. And doing evil stuff. Destroying cities and so on. And in Torment or Planescape is... Yeah, strange things happen. Let me just say that.
Oh, you're talking about Torment Tides of Numenera, right?
Yeah. One comes live today.
The last
Looks
sort
like
of
it's
that
available
style
right now.
RPG.
The 28th, it was available. So I don't know which time it is in different zones and so on. Maybe it was midnight our time then.
Oh, it's available early access right now for us here.
Okay.
The last
All right.
that style of game I played was probably
Yeah, I kind of shy away from early access stuff anymore.
Pillars of Eternity?
Yeah, I bought that
Yeah.
also.
Early
That's
access
good.
is kind of like paying to play a beta.
Yeah, kind of. Some of them I'll go for, especially if it's like a reduced price to get in. But if it's like full price, yeah, I'll let other schmucks go in and test it for me.
Yeah.
I had too many bad experiences.
Okay, I guess we're
Alright.
starting.
Yeah.
Sorry to shove a couple Girl Scout cookies down my mouth. It's that time of year.
Oh,
man,
I'm
Girl Scout
jealous.
cookies.
Are they made with real Girl Scouts?
Oh god.
Oh my god.
If you're in Seapool, probably.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And
meat
now you
pies, get your meat pies.
and then you're wondering why we attacked those acolytes.
All right. So I put up just a basic description of the
Now
church there. If you guys want to read.
those pews are just like normal sized pews you can see over.
Yeah. Yes.
Are you telling us what we see, or do we read that ourselves now?
You can read that one if you want on your own.
Oh, you normally just tell us the description. That's why I'm asking. Okay.
Yeah. No, just but I'm doing it a little different just because we're already kind of heading into combat, but and it's pretty much your straightforward church.
Yep.
So, all right, Raph.
Did you remember to lock the tokens?
No, I did not. Thank you.
Minus 100 XP to the DM.
Yeah, I'm like my brain is like at half speed today, for sure. All right, there you go.
All right. So, Raph takes off and at the same time draws his shovel from his back and moves up to this guy.
All right, then you got 40 feet of movement.
I have 40 feet of movement.
Well, that was perfect placing for you, wasn't it?
Indeed, it was. And Raph is going to say, "Captain told you get down," and go to sweep the guy's legs out from under him.
Okay.
So, what would I do to do that?
I think it would just still be like an attack, but like a specific.
Yeah, I think just
Yeah.
a main,
Are-
just
are-
a strain main attack. I think.
Be like a main attack, and then instead of doing damage, you would just shove them. It would just go prone.
Okay, so
Or make them athletic check or something like that to save against it.
So, yeah. So I am sure that will work. Yep, that would hit. And as you do that, let's see if this works right. No, bummer. I was trying to trigger a bell when you hit him with the shovel. Anyhow, oh well, well intent. Okay, so let me. So they're gonna try and do a. I would imagine they would need to do some type of dexterity save against that,
Yeah, to just jump over it or something like that.
and they failed miserably. So you knock back a lot. That is, you knock them flat. Like you just totally flip their legs like up in the air, head over heels.
Ass
Or
over tea
heels
kettle,
over.
huh?
Yeah, exactly. And they just crack on the floor hard. And I would say even they hit the ground so hard they're even going to take like two points of damage.
I guess Raph did get a running running blow in on him there. That was his full movement.
Yep.
Can you
Anything
move?
else?
Can you move my cone up to the door also? I forgot to move him before.
Oh yeah. Okay, Raph, anything else? Ref.
Oh, sorry, I was on mute. He's going to point his shovel at the guy's throat and say, "Stay down."
Okay,
And
give me your persuasion or intimidation.
intimidate.
Yeah, intimidate was probably more appropriate.
No, probably not. Unless you'll let me roll at advantage because, of that awesome entrance.
Yeah, I'll give that to you.
Come on. Why didn't it roll that time?
There it is.
There we go.
Yeah, you probably would have done it on the first one because
Okay.
he knocked the wind out of him. He's sitting there. He sounds like me tonight. He's like coughing. Got the wind knocked out of him. So right now he seems to be staying there anyhow.
All right. Well, then he will not go ahead and attack him, and he'll pass his turn on.
Okay.
Just for your information, Beldak has prone on him.
Okay, thanks.
Mhm.
Did I drop it on the wrong person? No, he must have been on there from before or something.
That's
All
weird.
right. So Accolade 8 is in manacles with the guard, and they're not going to do anything. Beldak.
What is the mother doing?
She is turning around, has turned around to face you, but she hasn't had time to do anything. She does not look happy with the intrusion.
Okay. I still think I'm stealthy. I don't know I fail or anything like that, so I will try stealth my way around and use my bonus action to haste. So just move 3 times instead.
Go ahead and do that.
Is that a spell?
Nope.
No, I think he just means he's going to dash
Yeah.
and then
Oh,
use his
okay.
bonus to move further.
Gotcha. Just for your information, I think to be stealthy, I think it's going to impede your movement. Is I think halved or something like that.
Yeah. I was counting on it.
Yeah, and keep in mind, there's, you have pews basically to try and hide behind.
You also have a big guy in the middle of the floor that's probably attracting a lot of attention now.
That is what I'm counting on. I want to move one more squares further or behind, so I'm just there. And that's my turn. And I used all of my actions. And I'm kneeling down.
Okay. So at this point, you don't see anybody like totally staring at you or nothing. So,
At me, you mean?
yeah.
Okay.
And so Mother Charlene, I'm going to call her. She turns and she is looking at you guys. What is going on? Who are you coming into my church causing such an uproar? Please unhand. And she throws out the name Biff. Please leave Biff alone. What are you doing in my church? How dare you interrupt my worship? And the captain would say, Mother Shower, we need you to calm yourself, and we need to answer some questions. And she would say, in what regards? And so as she says, unhand my man, Raph, do you let the other one up?
No, I put my foot on his chest to keep him down.
And so then at this point, she would kind of getting the gist of how this is going to go. She targets you. Okay, good, that worked. And you need to. Why is? Oh wait, I'm sorry. God, my brain is really off. She hurls a fireball your way. It looks like you failed the save.
By one freaking point. Always.
And wow, that's brutal.
A fireball?
Yeah.
A
Firebolt?
fireball, an actual fireball, will torch her own guy too.
This is true.
Both of them.
And
Let
her
me do a
and her church.
And
me,
let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. It will it'll singe Beldak, not enough to do any damage.
I think
Well,
I'll,
wait, hold on.
5,
Hold
10,
on.
15,
it
20.
depends on where she's
yeah.
throwing it.
Well, if
My
it's
brain's
centered
too-
on me.
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah. God damn, my brain is slow. It is a 20-foot radius spear, isn't it?
Aha.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
5,
Right.
10, 15,
Unless
20.
she has that,
well here, hold on.
unless she has that ability to, what is that? That
Oh, the
Wizards
meta
have-
magic spell shaver.
yeah, I think wizards have something like that too, where
Oops.
they can so many
Sorry.
friendlies they can have no damage. I don't know what that's called.
Careful spell.
Carve
that
out
me?
holes in the fireball.
I first thought she's saying firebolt.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh god.
So that's what she would have done there. And so let me roll a save for that guy.
Yeah, and he's prone, so that should be at disadvantage.
Not
Well,
for not for that. It's not.
Really? Okay.
It's not a direct attack.
He failed
Ah.
anyhow. He failed anyhow.
Wow.
And actually, yeah.
Yeah, just to let you guys know, I hardly got any sleep last night, so
No worries.
we're gonna have speed. So anyhow, so oops.
It's perfectly okay. We'll
Oh shit, all those dice.
Oh yeah.
Oh, fuck off!
You just
you
applied
killed-
it to the wrong person.
Yeah, you killed your own boss by almost.
No, I meant to drop it. I meant to hold on. Okay, let me get rid of that. Okay. So 39 goes here.
Holy fuck.
39 goes here. Which apparently that guy's a sacrifice.
I
And,
am going to use Stone's Endurance.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
So
Okay.
I'll
And did that give you back?
take the edge of it off anyway.
Yeah.
Did that? I think that took it off. Yeah, it took it off.
Yeah. No. Okay. So Acolyte 6 torches up, and as she gets done doing that, she says, "I will not have this in my church. Stand down right now."
As her pews are burning.
Yeah.
Hoo boy.
And so at this point, there is a fire developing in that 20-foot radius. Acolyte 5, he can't do anything. Captain Elric, it says Captain Elric here, but it's actually Kern. Stole him from somewhere else. Change his name.
You stole him. Oh my God, Dave.
Oh, I can't grab them from another thing. He, let me see how he would react to that fire over there.
He'll charge in.
He's a little taken aback by this, and he's kind of stunned for this round. So, Mosari.
Okay, so Morisari is going to let's see. How far is what's the range on a bow?
160, I think, or something like that.
Yeah,
Pretty far.
he should have he'll have no problem hitting that.
Okay. So yeah, basically she's going to come striding into the room.
Don't forget
Yeah.
Hunter's Mark.
Okay, she can cast that as a bonus action, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Where's that?
Under
And
action.
remember,
I'm looking now. There it is. Okay, so
you should target yourself for that.
target
Yourself.
herself.
Yeah, if you just so if you just hit
All
yeah,
right.
'cause when we were
And
figuring this
then
out last time for her.
Hunter's Mark, and then untarget herself and target her target.
Yeah.
Like so.
Yep. Looks good.
And no, where's the?
The bow will be at the
There it
top
is.
there. Yep.
Let fly.
And you hit. And I rolled both. That's good. That was a pretty strong strike.
Oh God.
And now, does the Hunter's Mark apply to both of the attacks or just to the first one?
Only the first one.
No,
Okay.
all
All attacks.
attacks that until it goes. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Why does it say expired?
You just can't because it just does that each time. If you just click it, it should target yourself. Just click.
Okay, so if I just go ahead and turn it back on again, it'll be back on. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
that's
right.
fine. Yeah. Now you can only do that. Like if you can't switch it to other targets. The Hunter's Mark stays on that target.
Right.
Yep.
Right. It takes a bonus action to move it to another target, which is basically the same thing as casting it again.
Exactly.
Right. Okay. So, second attack.
Hit again.
I believe the captain said, answer some questions.
Dramatic pause.
Did she not have 3 attacks?
No, she doesn't.
No, she can only do Horde Breaker if there's 2 targets within 5 feet of each other.
Oh,
It
okay.
has to be a horde in order to break it.
Okay.
I guess that will be the end of her turn.
Yep. And okay, so give me just 1 second there. And 24. What would 24 do? 24 is a bastard.
Will he come charging into the flames to meet his doom?
Now, are the floors and everything on fire? Or is it just the pews?
Just the
flammable?
pews. Just the pews right now.
Okay.
So
that's
it's the floor is stone.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, fireball keep burning, correct?
Fireball and keep burning, but the things that it catches on fire might.
Okay, and so that acolyte moves up, and they are going to cast a spell upon Mosari.
And what is that? I'm sorry. What is that thing in front of us? That weird looking thing in the floor.
That's like a fountain or something.
Okay, and it's not real high.
It's probably like 4 feet off the ground.
Damn, it's higher than me.
Yep. Okay, so where was I? Yes. She casts a spell on Morsari, and you roll your save, and you fail, and that is a hold person spell. Morsari is paralyzed. Okay, so Mosari is paralyzed at the moment. You can do your wisdom save next round. Guard 11 is standing by with his captive. Same with guard 1. Strum.
All right. Move there, and then I will make a dash action. Okay.
Villara.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, come on. That would be. Oh god, moving around this thing is so weird. And that would be.
So you have 35 feet of movement?
No, 30. So
Okay.
there. Can I like yell out and try to persuade them to stand down?
You can try.
Yeah. So I'll just like real quick. I suggest you stand down. Will not go good for you.
And
roll a persuasion.
You roll, but at this point the fight's on, and it's kind of difficult. At this point they still seem to be engaged.
Fair enough. I'm going to. Is the fountain in any way like in the way of from my view?
Where are you right now? You would probably have a hard time seeing. Well, you would see the top of Strum, like his head, but
Yeah.
like if you draw a straight line, it looks like you would be able to skirt around the edge of the fountain.
Yeah, I also have spell sniper, so it's up
Yeah.
to you how hard this is gonna be.
Yeah, you could do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna choose one of my weaker spells and cast a real frost. sort of.
Okay.
I'm gonna go in for the damages, but I'm not gonna necessarily kill him outright.
Okay.
Cast that. It's a miss. Fuck. Okay. So I just cast a ray of frost in confidence, but it just whizzes past. And I hit a pew, and the pew gets frozen and it breaks off in a chunk. Like,
Yeah. You put out a little bit of the fire.
that's me.
Okay. So Marcone.
Marcone.
I'm moving already. 2 seconds. I need to see something first.
So he's gonna dash.
And then he's done.
Huh? And comes back to Raph.
You only get your second attack if your action was attack, right?
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, okay. Do you have extra action? Is that what it is?
Well, no.
What are you thinking of doing?
Oh, I'm trying to close the distance between myself and Mother Sharalan.
That's a weird name. Yeah.
Sharalan. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Sharalan. Mother Sharalan. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to close that distance. That's my goal. And
Okay.
I think the only way I can do that is just by making a dash move. So,
Yeah. So unless you had like a bonus action after that, no, there's not much you can do.
yeah. Yeah, I think the only right, no. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I'm just going to make the dash action and get right up in her face. And I'm going to yell really loudly right in her face. Sit down!
Roll your intimidation.
Oh, wait. Intimidation. Skills. Intimidation.
Wrong one. Let's see how she will react to it. Ooh. She rolled pretty well too.
So she just said, "Woo!"
Yeah. She will at this moment sit down. But we're not out of combat.
Okay.
She seems to be sitting down, I should say. Alka 8 can't do anything. Beldak.
This yellow in front, what is that? Something I can hide
They're
behind?
they're like braziers or something. Yeah, they're large braziers. You can try and hide behind them. And roll your stuff. Okay. Ding, 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 ding. All right, so Mother Shar Allen, sounds pretty good way to pronounce it. She is, as a bonus action, you see her turn into mist. And then reappear over here. And then she let's see. Okay, I've never done this, so let me make sure I do this right. So she's going to conjure an elemental. It will be fire. Comes up against spell. There we go. And what is her team? It's going to go on her initiative. And she conjures up this fiery beast in front of you.
Oh, hot damn.
So hey, Reese, when
Mhm.
you conjure a form like this, it doesn't get to attack this round, right? It waits the next round.
It'll tell you in the spell what you use to do it. Conjure.
Conjure elemental. So it says, you call forth an elemental servant, choose an area, earth, fire, it fills a 10 for cubic range, elemental challenge rating of 5 or lower. That is 5 or lower.
Yeah, so you basically conjured it, and then yep.
Lower appropriate area, choose to appear in unoccupied space. Within 10 feet of it, for example, fire elemental emerges from a bonfire.
Yeah,
So it would actually probably come up like
yeah, it had its own initiative.
Roll initiative. Okay, so
It would have its own initiative, but it should have rolled that when you added it.
Okay, so it came up. It did. It came up at 11. So we'll leave it there at 11. Okay, so it gets to do its own thing then. Okay.
Yeah, it would obey her commands, and if she didn't give it any commands, it would basically defend itself.
Okay. All right. So that is her turn. And then you see this person appear, and that person readies an action to. So, as a DM and somebody readies an action, I don't need to necessarily tell you guys what it
Yeah,
is.
you don't.
No, no,
yeah,
no, no,
you
no,
don't,
no.
don't tell us.
Yep. Okay. So, and then 5 can't do anything, and so now it comes to the fire elemental. Would be next, and it is going to move forth, and
I think Raph get fire damage already just by next to it, if I remember correctly.
it can move through space and arrows 1 inch one. A creature that touches an elemental or hits it with a melee attack within 5 feet takes fire damage. In addition, the elemental can enter an hostile creature space and stop there. For the first time it enters a creature space upon a turn, the creature takes fire damage and catches fire until someone takes an action to douse the fire. The creature. Okay. So if it moves, so it moves up to your space. So it sounds like you take damage. Is that like an automatic thing, or?
Yeah, because of the heat.
Okay. So there's the moving up to you damage.
Yes.
And then it gets 2 touch attacks. So here's one. And Roth falls to the ground. And it is now Captain Karen's turn, who at this point realizes he needs to do something.
Ruff!
He is going to go there and draw his sword and ready in action. And it is now Mosari's turn. So just before you do Mosari, so if you kill, just as a DM, because I've never played an elemental like this, if you kill the conjurer, the concentration is broken and this thing goes away. Right? Is that how it works?
No, then it's free.
What did it say in your spell? Yeah, there it says if your concentration is broken, the elemental doesn't disappear, but it doesn't control it anymore, as like Baldak said.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
it's just free.
Okay.
It basically becomes hostile to everybody.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, Mosari.
All right, so Morasari is going to keep maintaining Hunter's Mark.
She's paralyzed. Don't you need to make a save before you do anything?
Right.
At the end of her move, you'll have to drop it on you.
So what do I do?
I think he can drop it on you.
I've got the status paralyzed. What do I do?
No.
Can I do anything?
Yes, I need. Just hold on.
Wisdom check?
Everybody, shut up.
Sorry.
Let me just roll the save for you. Just give me a second, please.
Okay.
So she needs to roll save. I have it in the paralyzed. Or you can trying to remember who cast that. Oh yeah. Sorry. Just hard to think with everybody yelling at each other. Okay, give me a second and I will.
Yeah, I was about to ask, Conjuring an Elemental, is that not a concentration spell?
It's a different person than the one that cast the Paralyze. Acolyte 24 cast the Paralyze.
Yeah,
Oh.
give me
Oh.
just give me 1 second, please. Okay, so here it is. Trying to find a whole person. That's what we did. There's your save. And
Yeah, you got to stop rolling for me, because that's the
Okay, go
second
ahead.
or third
Okay.
4 you've rolled for
go
me.
ahead and roll
No,
wisdom.
No, you already rolled it. It's going to ride this turn, but next time I'm rolling it.
Okay.
Watch me roll a 1 next turn, but next turn I'm rolling it.
Okay. So anyhow,
Well, I can't do anything, so
okay.
No.
24 is going to attack Strom with the dagger. And misses. And then comes back and slashes again. Misses. And guard 11, hearing everything going on, is manacling his prisoner to the chair this turn, and yells over to his buddy and tells him to do the same thing. And Strum, it is your turn.
All right. I'm going to my bonus action. I'm gonna try to hit this guy. My shield. Misses. Okay, slash him with battle axe. Hit and you have to do con save,
Okay.
concentration. I mean,
Okay. Give me this one thing. And that's you're attacking 24, right?
yeah, 24. Oh, I'm sorry. Isn't he the one that he's not the one that attacked Masari?
yeah, the
Oh,
one you're
okay.
right next to is
Yeah.
Acolyte 24 is the
Yep.
one that cast.
Okay. Yep.
So he's gonna do a Constitution save. And seems to concentrate quite well.
All right. Then I will hit him one last time with an extra action. Battle axe. Okay.
And he is not looking good.
Can you do another one? Concentration check.
Okay. Coming back on. And that one failed.
All right. So she is no longer held.
Okay, let me clear that off. Okay.
Okay. And seeing how the dire straits that we are in, I will push myself. Use action surge. And I will hit Acolyte, try to hit Acolyte again with my battle axe.
Okay. And you hit.
All right. And when I will immediately run towards, move towards Raft.
Okay.
And that will end my turn.
Okay, Villarov.
Right. I'm sort of gonna go in the same direction, but skirt around the floor that's on fire.
The floor is not on fire,
Oh, fair enough.
just the pews.
There, if you please. And I'm gonna go another 10 feet, just for good measure. And I'm going to sort of repeat the last turn, but I'm gonna twin the Ray Frost, target both the fire elemental and Mother Charlan.
Okay.
So I'll aim for Mother Charlan just to do the roll. Like that.
He hit.
A hit, and I'll roll the damage. Right. So I run up and I charge my hands with just frigid cold. And I just Hadouken them out. So you'd see two, like, just stark white, bluish in the edges of cold. Just lance out and hit them both.
Okay. Cool. Marcone.
Their speed reduced then too, right?
Yeah, 10 feet.
Nice.
Oh,
He will
I'll
move
take off
one
the
step
point.
closer to Alkalite 22 and attack. And miss. I don't. Do we have a second attack? I don't know. Anyone know if he gets a second attack as level 5?
Hold on,
It's
let
a
me look.
cleric, right?
Look in your. I don't think so. Look in your abilities on your
I think
abilities tab.
I'm looking.
But he's a priest of war, right? So
There's a walk.
it'll be under features extra attack if he has it. Abilities features extra attack.
Okay, then you don't have it.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't think so. As a cleric.
I don't think so. I don't see anything so far. No. Bonus proficiencies. Nope. Yeah, no, I don't see anything.
Okay. That's 5. God damn it.
Oh, right. I don't. It would depend on if he took. There's a bonus action ability that you can take as a war cleric or whatever domain of war, but that's only if you took it or if he took it. So let's not skip any more time on it.
No, I'm already on something else.
Okay, are you doing anything else, Marcon?
Yeah.
Okay.
You get an opportunity attack on me.
Oh, you're backing away?
Yeah. I'm moving up here.
Okay, and they will lash at you with a dagger. Oh, actually, I guess this one has a club. I'll swing at you with the club.
Okay, then I didn't want to go. I thought he has a dagger. Oh, never mind. Oh my god.
You already went.
Yeah, it was just a joke.
Oh god.
And well, there's not much damage on that.
So it didn't trigger.
No, it didn't trigger.
Thank God.
Nice.
Okay. Okay. Anything else?
And no, I don't think he can do anything else because spells is also an action.
Yep.
All right.
Cantrips, nope. Nope, done for now.
Okay. All right.
Death savings throw.
Yep. Hold on.
Oh.
Wait, that was. Well,
Oh,
sorry.
wrong character.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Hold on before you roll that, please.
All right, waiting.
Thank you. Okay, now go ahead and roll it at Raph.
Blessing in disguise.
Not that it matters.
Damn.
Yeah. All right. Acolyte 8 is indisposed. Beldak.
Shit! That was not my plan, this one.
Like, keep hiding.
No, I want to do something else. 45. Oh shit, I need to mark myself. Can I go over this brazier? Or should I have to go around it?
You have to go around it.
Shit.
Or unless you want to roll like some type of, skills to get over it. You
Yeah,
would have to climb
I'm doing that.
something.
Acrobatics, I guess.
Okay, go ahead and roll. Yep, you're able to do some fancy moves over it.
Oh my fucking god, Cure Wounds, that is a touch spell. Shit, I can't get to him this round. God damn it. Oh, healing a potion, that's an action only. But can I use...
Didn't you give us all like berries or something too?
Yeah, but I don't think they work anymore. I think we have to make new ones, if I understand it.
Oh, okay. How long do they last?
24 hours.
24 hours. Is they still working for like a few hours? I'm not sure.
I can't remember when you cast them.
In the room, before we got the new arrows and so on.
Before we. Yeah, that was way before we took our long rest. And...
Yeah, it was before long rest. I'm saying it was in the room when we got when we went out to go get arrows and so on from Osari.
Yeah, so it was the first time we came out.
Oh, it wasn't the most recent time you came out? Not this time, but like before. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that probably expired.
Okay. And you said healing potion is action. So can you only use my move now? I can still move 2 squares? No, I can't do that then, correct? Because I used my full action as a movement.
You have any more movement left, or you?
Yeah,
or is it
I have.
movement
No, I have 25 movement left, and I can do a bonus action also.
So you have an action, and then you have your cunning action or a dash. So
I want to know. Action. I want to know if I can move like those 50 feet.
I don't think a cunning action would allow you to do that.
No.
Okay, next round then. Then I'll just shoot at the. Yeah, I'll shoot at the mother.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you came out of there and you were stealth.
Say again?
You were hidden. You were hidden behind there when you came out of there.
Yeah. I hope so, but never mind.
Yay, sneak attack?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, not with. If
Oh,
you were alive, you would, but you're not alive.
Oh, I thought if he was, since he was attacking from stealth, it would be a sneak attack.
Oh, okay. I don't think. No.
Yeah.
It's
it is.
not either
Not sure.
or.
I
It's
don't think
just
you-
flanking now.
I don't think he'd be stealth after he did that somersault over the thing and landed there.
Depends on if she saw me or not doing it. It's like in 6 seconds, all of it happens. So I think I get sneak attack. Since she told me I'm stealthed. I came out. So it's up to you, Dave.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you came out in one. I'll say you came out in one fluid motion. I can give it to you.
Okay. Fuck, it's been so long. I thought I made a sneak attack on the bow. Oh, never mind. I'll just roll 2d6 after. And then plus 2d6. And you can just drag that over.
Mm-hmm. I'll have to find more into it. And that is actually enough to drop her.
Sorry, what?
Nice.
That is enough to drop her.
Cool.
So she goes down. So you want to describe your death blow there?
I just shoot her through the head. And she's looking away. So she have a arrow shot through her brain. Right at the wall.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Good job.
So now the fire elemental is loose and attacking everybody.
So this acolyte comes up and clubs at Captain Karen and hits. And he just kind of brushes that blow aside. That would be that one, and then you see running in the door is one of the other guards. And then he has a buddy that comes running up with him. And these are the guards that were posted down below. Come running up to the commotion. Acolyte 5 can't do anything. All right, so Beldak, Strom, and Marcone roll d20s. Lowest number loses. Or it heads your way, I should say.
Yeah, I would say if it goes my way, I would say even if Marcone loses, he's not gonna bypass me to go to Marcone. So
That's
just
true. Yeah, it's true. So just you then.
So he's going for me now.
Good point.
Oh shit!
Oh. So he has less 10 feet of movement.
Yeah.
So he moves this way. And
chairs is burning while he's passing them, correct?
Yep.
Now,
So,
are you in that square ahead or behind? You're kind of in the middle.
come right up to you.
All right.
So I come right up to you, and so that would
Give me
You would-
damage.
yeah. So you would take your initial. Damn, that's hot, but not too hot. And then it's gonna reach out and do its 2 touch attacks on you. There's one. And the second one. Yeah, can't touch crap, but I'll just keep rolling. And since he can move through your space,
Yep.
he's gonna actually continue through to the other side. And that will be his turn. And it is Captain Karen's turn. And he is going to attack.
It's a free action. I'm just yelling. I'll just yell out. Your leader is dead. Stand down.
That's 1. And he gets 2 attacks, so he's gonna double attack this person here. Swing once, swing. So he hits on the first one and then misses coming the second time. And he deals that quite a blow. And Mosari, you are now free to do something.
Let's see. She's got 30 feet of movement. Does anybody other than Raph look like they've taken a significant amount of damage?
Nope. Don't think so.
No.
All right.
No damage at all, more or less.
Well, I guess that's kind of Raph's job, to soak the damage.
Yep.
All right, so she's going to move there.
Huh?
And Hunter's Mark on the fire elemental.
Okay.
Wow. And second attack. So why
Okay,
2d6 this time?
Hold on, I'm looking. Damage, longbow, piercing, magic.
Effects 2d6.
Oh, did you have? It looks like you may have had 2 effects on it, because it shows after your attack there was two
Yeah.
with the. That's all right. I'll take the 1 off. It's fine.
All right.
Okay, so you missed 1 hit on the second. All right, and then
No effect on my yelling. The leader is dead.
no, not at this point. You can try it on your turn. You can try being more convincing. And then another guard runs up here. So these are the guards that were posted down below. And Strom, it's your turn.
All right. I will. I think I have to take damage.
Yeah, from
Yeah.
fire.
So you take it at the start.
Start of my turn. I take 1d10.
Yeah.
It's hot.
No, I'm on fire. Yeah.
And,
So my clothes are on fire.
and here's the damage. Yeah, luckily I'm rolling low.
All right. So I am going to attack this thing.
Rab, you only failed one time on death saving, correct?
Cap it again with my battle
Correct.
axe again. And then I will use my shield and hit it as a bonus action.
Pretty well in there, Réim. All right, Villeroff.
Right. Seeing as this fire elemental is pretty tough, I'm gonna use a good bit of power here. I'm gonna quicken a ray of frost as a bonus action,
Okay.
or turn it into a bonus action with 3 my sorcery points. I'm gonna cast that first. Sort of lances up in a less than dramatic way. And since that was a bonus action, I can cast it again as an action. Haha.
Okay.
It's got sort of the same hue to it. This is white and all blue on the edges, but it's thicker because you can see I put more, more energy into it.
Okay. Well done.
Oh, that's my turn.
Not invulnerability to cold.
Okay, hold on before Mark. Yeah, that's really weird. I was like looking for that and it doesn't show.
It's just water, I think.
Yeah, maybe it is.
Yeah. Okay, hold on before you do Markham.
Okay.
This guy comes running out there. And okay, go ahead and do Marco now.
Okay. Can I just 2 seconds? Tantrum, that's a bonus action, correct? As a priest? Yes. Or is that an action?
I didn't hear what you the first part.
A cantrip as a priest, is that a bonus action?
I don't think so, unless he has some special.
Then never mind then. Then I'll just move up and take the 1d10 damage.
That's only if you hit it.
Is it not when I'm going into it, its area?
No.
Oh, I
No.
thought. Okay, never mind then. That's good. Advantage, attacking, force flanking. You'll attack.
Yeah, you would have to melee attack it to take the damage.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Okay.
Just want to make sure I've marked all. Right. Yeah, should be. See. Oh my fucking god! A 1 and a 3.
Oh, and why did you have an advantage?
Because flanking.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, so as you reach out and hit it. It deals you some fire damage.
He missed it though, I think.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
So you take it off again.
Oh well. Let me see. What was it? 5. Okay.
That's his turn.
All right, Raph. You sure you don't want me to roll that for you?
Nice.
Hey, that worked.
Didn't work.
Okay, so you're down arrow. And
Well, I mean, it wasn't a crit, so it wasn't, 2 successes, but hey, it was a success. It's better than nothing.
yep. All right, Beldak.
Definitely.
I will go up to Raph. I know he has healing potions. I bought them for him. So I'll take one and pour it down his throat.
Okay.
All right, so since I have it as an action on my sheet, I should just use it.
Yes.
Oh, you don't want me? Okay.
Let's see. These are just the 2d4 ones, right?
Yes.
Well, you're up again now. You're not dying.
Yeah. But wow.
But
But you should have. Wait, you have max 50 points. You got 4, so oh yeah, there he goes. Okay.
All right, so I'm no longer dying. Yay.
Yeah. All right. Anything else, Beldak?
moving there, and that's my turn.
Acolyte 22 will go ahead and strike again at Captain Cairn and hits again for a whopping 3 points of damage. Guard 14 will engage this guy. And misses. Guard 16 will come up and engage this guy. Does not trigger. And 30 is going to come in, stand here in the doorway and engage this guy. And these guys suck. They can't hit anything. Yay, a pokey. Oops. Not damage. Look at this one. And he kills that one. And Acolyte 5 can't do anything, so we're back to the fire elemental. And it is going to touch strong again. Miss and try once more. Just fire leaping around you. Oh, that one seemed to get a little bit.
You also get the normal fire damage from start.
No, I'm not. He would enter. So how, real quickly, I don't want to take away, but how a fire elemental, it actually would go into my space, and then when when it enters a creature's space, the creature takes damage.
Yeah, so when it passes through you or like stops in your space,
In my
you
space.
get like each round or in your okay.
Yeah, so how normally a fire elemental would attack, it would go into that creature's space and then attack it.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to attack me, basically just move it up into my
Okay.
space.
Okay. So that's what he okay. That's what
Yep.
he what
And
he
then
meant. Okay.
give me my. Then you'll have to give me my damage, my extra damage, unless you already did.
I did the 2 touch damages, and then there's the 1 just radiant damage, right?
The 1d10 fire damage
Yeah,
because it went
yeah.
into my space.
Yeah.
But then Marcone, you get a slash, you get a hit at it.
Yep. Hold on. Now I can't drop it on you with the thing on top of you. Hold on for a second. Let me do
Put it in the
so.
combat tracker.
I am. I just had to roll down. You were on. I was like hovering and like.
Yeah.
You don't get
Oh,
advantage.
that was.
You don't
that was
get
it.
advantage
Anyway.
because of the flanking opportunity attack, correct?
No, you don't get opportunity. I mean, flanking on opportunity.
Just want to make sure.
All right, there you go. There's the additional damage. All right, so now Marcone gets an attack on him. And he hit. And so now if he hits it, oh yeah, it's an opportunity attack, so he doesn't take damage then, right?
Yeah, he takes any melee attack.
Okay, so
So he get fire damage now.
Yep.
there you go. Fire damage. Fire damage for all my friends.
They're
Can I-
fun. And that is his.
That's
Is he,
him. So,
all right.
and then Captain Karen. He's pissed off. He's gonna go ahead and whack 22 again. And with that, I hate when, like, I thought I had, like, his name there, and then all of a sudden just the dice fades away. There we go. He takes that one out. Stabbing, and he's pissed at this point. Spits on him.
Well, at least Captain Kern can do something then.
Yeah, well, sorry.
All right, so now I don't have any effects on me this time, so
No.
I should go ahead and refresh the Hunter's Mark.
Correct.
Yep.
All right. And I still have the fire elemental targeted. So first attack, miss. Second attack, hit.
Nice.
She is not happy.
You can see the flame just starting to dwindle a bit.
And she'll just kind of continue walking forward.
Okay. And then before guard 1, they can see in this room a bit. Sorry about that, guys.
No need to apologize. It's okay.
This acolyte surrenders 19, just like lays down on the ground. Those ones aren't much of fighters. Okay, guard 1. moves up into the room. Strum. So you take your fire damage right now.
Yep. Starting my turn. 1d10.
Did you roll that, or did it automatically do that because it was in there?
Oh yeah, did it?
Automatically.
Yeah, you need to take one of those off. They don't stack.
Yeah, no, let me take one of the effects off of you. And then delete 8. So you would have 36. Oh wait, no, 34. There you go.
All right. So I'm going to hit this thing with my shield. Oh God, this fire is not doing me good. I'm flustered. And hit it with my battle axe. Did hit it that time. Push at it again. I just like, get this thing the hell away from me.
All right.
Right. Yes. As there is nothing else that I have that will affect fire elemental, I will stay real
Be on
fast.
it. Be on it.
And I will cast a mighty blow. That wasn't as mighty as I thought it was going to be.
Not like that, you won't.
Then, as a bonus action, I will spend a 3rd level slot to gain 3 sorcery points back. And as meta magic things are not bonus actions, I can do. Wait, no, that doesn't matter. No, never mind.
Yeah,
that
you
doesn't
could
work.
quicken it, but then you couldn't cast the quicken spell because the quicken spell is
Yes,
a
it's a bonus
action.
action. Shit. Oh well. I didn't think that one through. Oh well. That's me.
Yeah, you have 3 sorcery points to spend next round.
Just in case.
All right, Marcone.
Just 2 seconds, I'm just checking something. 45. Those chairs I can just walk over easily, correct? What I want to do is I want to go up in about 2 squares, 1 square in front of the fire elemental and cast Prayer of Healing.
So, well, they're regular pews. So if you're like moving over them with any type of speed, you would need some type of skill check to it.
No,
make
just
it
not
make
just
sense.
normal movement.
It's gonna impede your movement, is what he's saying.
But I'm only
Think
moving 15 feet. I can move 30.
Yeah, so you can move the 15, and that would be like they'd be difficult terrain. Yes, thank you, Reese, going over those.
And then I'll cast Prayer of Healing. Up to 6 creatures within 30 feet gets 2d8 plus your spell casting ability modifier.
Unfortunately, it gets an opportunity attack on you too.
Yeah, but I think I can heal you.
Definitely. Thank you.
So I just
Okay, so
you take the opportunity
that.
attack.
Oops. Well, it's just fire, right? As you go by it, or what
Just
did you touch?
Just one, whatever you have for a normal hit.
Yeah, not the fire
Yeah,
damage. You need to do the
It's
hit
an
first.
opportunity attack.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. My brain's.
It's all right, man.
Today.
No worries.
So what? 13 there. Okay, so here we go. Touch attack.
Please
As you
don't
go
crit.
by. Misses. Okay.
Good.
Nice.
And then I just target all of them except the fire elemental now, correct?
Yeah. I'm kind of surprised Steven didn't show up at all. Usually he.
Vilrod,
says
I don't know if
something.
you're hit or anything, but I can't heal you. And I think I hit Storm also, correct? Yeah. Did I miss anybody? Nope.
Raph, Veldex. Yeah, it's 30 feet.
Within 30 feet.
Yeah. You might actually get Villeroff. Does he have any damage?
No, he has 40.
No.
He's 40 away.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
He hasn't taken any damage anyway.
Yeah.
I'm as healthy as can be.
Did it work? Looks like.
It only targeted Morisari?
Nope.
Oh, wait,
I
no,
got
there's
no.
Ross.
I got everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yep.
I got everybody.
good deal.
Yay.
That's his turn.
Nice. Good.
Thank you.
Acolyte 2 will surrender. They're little weaklings. All right, Raph.
So drinking a potion, is that an action or is
Yes.
that a
No, it's an action.
okay, so I can't hmm. Yeah, I'm still don't have enough damage in me. So yes, I'm going to go ahead and quaff a potion.
Stand up,
Oh,
Big-
and stand up, yes.
big guy.
Of course, I'm not marked as prone, so I should have been. I wasn't. I'm standing up. So now I'm not marked as prone anyway. And well, that's a little better than last time.
Yep.
Definitely.
And that takes me down to 6 healing potions.
Yeah, we need to add that ourselves, correct? When we're using that power, it don't reduct it. Don't look like.
No, you got to take it off yourself.
Yeah, as far as like using potions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been going to my inventory and editing the number every time I've used one. I used one when you used one of mine on me, and I used one just now when I used one of mine on me.
Yep.
And really, that's
You have your movement only now.
yeah.
Half.
Yeah, half movement. You have to get up.
I can go here.
Nice to see him up and about, though. That's for sure.
Yeah, he went down fast.
Poor guy.
Yeah. We came out swinging hard.
Yeah.
Well, you
Good
know,
intention.
how many others? There's only like one other person in the party that could withstand a fireball to the face like that.
I was about to say, I think you're the only one, and maybe Storm, that can take a fireball
I think-
directly.
I think Sturm could do it, but he'd be hurting too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, Beldeck.
Then I will shoot at him. And I have to mark myself. Damn it, can't remember that also. No, not Storm, god damn it. There you go. It looks pretty heavily damaged already, correct?
Yeah, it's dwindling away.
Don't want to use any spells on. I'll just shoot at it.
You hit. And there it goes. It withers away.
Nice.
And at this point, the rest of the acolytes like kind of just give up, and you are out of combat. They lay down and give up. They they realized there ain't much they can do.
All right.
Captain, we
Okay,
need to
yep.
interrogate them to find out about the other female.
Okay. All right. So give him
Oh, here, let me unlock your tokens. Hold on.
technically.
You're still kind of on fire.
Yeah, and technically, I mean, it doesn't matter. But technically, Raph would have been on fire that whole time.
Can I use a ray of frost to put it out?
No, I'm running up to this fountain of water. There's a fountain up here. So
Oh, right, yeah.
I immediately ran up here and started, cause yeah, I didn't say anything because I didn't want him to take tons of damage and die.
Well,
Yeah, I don't think you are taking
Um,
damage, even you're
when-
burning and you go
well,
down.
when
Yeah,
you
are.
do, but it's not the 1d10 because it's just normal fire at that point. It's
Oh, I thought it was 1d10. It says in the start of its turn.
no, that's only for the damage it does to you,
Yeah, it's
I don't
because of
think so.
not
the-
the fire that it leaves behind. The fire it leaves behind is just normal fire.
No,
it's-
I don't think so. It catches you on fire, and
unless they changed a lot, they're saying the damage you're getting is because of the total heat it's giving out, and then when it's
No,
moving
it-
away.
No, it catches
no, it
catches you on fire.
Okay, so just for future reference, and then it says until someone okay, and catches fire until someone takes an action to douse the fire. The creature takes 1d10 fire damage at the start of each of its turns.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, in that case, Raph is dead.
Well, I mean, we
Let's
didn't,
get that.
yeah.
so I ran up here, and I'm sure Raph would have did the same and doused yourselves with water and out in what's keeps burning on us.
Wouldn't Raph be turned into, like, fired masonry now?
Technically, yeah. Over.
Technically, but
As he goes up there, I get mine, and he's like really burning all over from so long, and I'm like getting
Well, let's
hands full of
see. He
water, and I'm like
would've-
throwing them on him. Well, it would have been. We're at the 5th round, so it would have been
Yeah, but if we knew that, we'll probably have moved up there faster.
would have been 4 rounds,
No, it wouldn't have been 4 rounds.
3 rounds.
Yes, I think. See, 2 rounds. Just 2 rounds.
Oh, you didn't get there for the second. You didn't get.
Yeah,
hit
because
with it.
I came in, got hit with the fireball the second round
Oh, okay, gotcha.
because I knocked the guy down my first turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was Mother's first turn also.
Okay, fine. So maybe it was
doesn't-
3. Okay,
doesn't matter.
So that would have been 11 total more points of damage that I would have taken.
Yeah.
So,
As
I
you're
wouldn't-
there,
but you don't
I'm like,
do negative hit points in this thing.
no, but you keep
so,
actually you keep taking damage until it. Yeah.
so
Okay,
how do
so-
you track that though? If
And
you
so
don't
you
do
would have
negative
been
hit points?
once your damage gets to negative your total hit points, then you die.
Oh,
but it-
well.
So
I thought that was. I didn't think they did negative anymore. Thought that was a third ed thing.
No, I think if you take like if you're laying
Alright.
down, it can damage you.
All right.
But
well,
no,
in that case,
wouldn't
that
do
would
it
have
anyhow.
only been negative at most. So no, it
Doesn't-
wouldn't have done anything.
Nah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So as
Yeah,
you're over
it's,
there, I'm taking like loads of water and throwing them on your back and helping you get doused.
Yeah,
out.
back to you two.
Yeah, that ended up being one hell of a fight.
Yeah, fire
Uh,
elementals are nasty.
Yeah, I saw it on there. I've never used it, and I was like, oh wow.
I was thinking,
What's your fire elemental do you conjure?
I was thinking about that leader, the mother herself was a whoosh compared to her other ones we fought earlier, the deep ones.
Yeah, right up until she summoned her pet.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah. All right, so let's award some XP. So for everything you basically dealt with on the top level here,
And the talk to the wall. That was pretty nice information we got out of that.
yeah,
It's kind
and
of
then
cool.
yeah, and then I have some XP for that too. So the 50s for dealing with the role play with the wall. And then the rest is dealing with everything else. So you guys now are you're inching towards another level.
1,000 experience?
Yeah, so
A little less than 4,000, yeah.
Yeah, a little less than 4,000 XP to the next level.
Awesome.
So okay, so yeah, if you were to go up and so let's just what does so just real quick, so Beldak wanted to kind of look over Mother Charalyn, so let's see if she has anything on her here.
Yeah, I'm just hoping for one special item.
She does have a dagger on her.
Not anymore.
So let me throw that in there. I forgot she had that. It sucks. I'm like, I don't know. I hate when like I know I'm not like at full mental capacity. It kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Um,
Before, are we ending now so we can talk before it's going out of time? Or what is
well,
it?
yeah, we'll just finish. Yeah, we'll just hold on. Just list. So here, so she has this dagger on her. You guys can still interrogate the. Okay, so yeah, so she has a dagger in there. I put it in there in the party sheet there.
Just the one saying unidentified item, correct?
Yeah. And then, so you guys have, what's it look like? About 4 different captives there.
Yeah, I'd be very interested in trying to find out if there's any other slaves or captives being held anywhere on the premises, and I will roll intimidation.
Do
all
these guys know anything at all that's
Yeah.
been going on beneath their feet?
And also
gosh.
about see if we can find out about the mayor, if he's involved in this, or the lady is involved in this. So try to sweet talk to them. That not help, then we
Well,
turn the other way around.
Yeah,
And-
I would have went intimidating, which I rolled.
So,
You
in this, real quick too, we still have some pews on fire. So the guards who are there will run around and help, put all those out.
All right.
So you guys can deal with what you got to deal with. So yeah, Captain Karen. So so let's go to some of the things that Storm was asking. What were you? Is there any more areas? Is that
Slaves.
what you asked them?
I was specifically asking about. I was more concerned about the captives or slaves or that kind of thing. People basically that they're being held without against their will.
And they we're not totally sure what you're talking about. What do you mean? Slaves? We're a church here.
Out of character, it was correct. Just downstairs, correct. Then all the shit happened. There was no doors, nothing.
You weren't downstairs. You guys don't ever go down there.
We're not allowed to go downstairs. There's only Mother Cheryl and a couple people, a visitor, go downstairs. We weren't allowed to go down there.
Who were the people that goes down there with the mother?
There's been a couple different people, but I don't know. I guess most often I would say Lady Ritter goes at times with her, and um, a couple other people I couldn't really identify because of their cloaks.
I want to see
I'll
if I
What's
think
going on?
I
inside check on him. Stomach.
roll.
um, as far as you guys know, they're telling the truth. They seem to be.
Well, Captain, it looks like the only person we could have got any answers from is dead.
I didn't
Well,
do that. Oh yeah, I did, and I'm happy I did.
Yeah, we still need to find out what Lady Ritter knows. There's been more than one person now.
Yeah.
Implicating that she's been around.
I think we should.
So-
I think we should split them up, all those 4 acolytes, and talk to them individually.
Yeah.
Are there any other buildings you're not allowed to go into? Morisari asks.
Well, nobody's allowed to go into Mother Sir Alan's cottage. She said, only she can go into her cottage, which is
Where is that?
outside, but it's it's adjacent to the church on the church grounds.
Yeah, it was the little building outside, correct?
Well,
yeah,
we
you
would-
don't actually see it on the map. But
No.
Well, we-
But you said in the beginning when we saw the church,
Yeah.
there was a little house or something like
yeah,
that.
Well,
yeah,
we
you don't
definitely
have to-
want to.
I think we should check that out.
Yeah, upon hearing that, we would probably all the captain. I would ask the captain if we think we should go check that out for sure.
Yeah. and, so you guys don't know anything about what's going on downstairs. I'm not sure I believe that. And he looks to his guards. He's like, take these 4 to the cells, hold them there, double the usual guards on there, and we'll come back and talk to him later.
I think also it would be a good idea to do it as quietly as we can, so Lady Ritter don't get any information about this.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, you guys keep it down low, double the guards, and if Alderman Ritter happens to come by, keep him away from these guards. Don't let them talk to him, and tell him that we think they're imposters or some. Keep him away basically, and tell him I'll talk to him in a bit about it. And so with that, you guys want to walk out and go around to the Mother Sir Alan's cottage.
I think so personally.
Yeah,
Yes.
I just think it's a good way to stop for today because we're ending very soon, and we don't know what's going
well,
in.
we got
Got 15
okay.
minutes.
Well, we got 15 minutes, and we can still do it. So,
Okay, then just do it.
okay. So you guys walk out, and let me just find her. There it is. So you walk out, and it's basically just a little cottage next to a wooden cottage next to the church, and it's locked, and it wouldn't take you too long to kind of work your way into it. I'm not even going to make you roll because you would get it eventually. As you get in there, it's
Thank you.
It's like I said, it's not very big. There's some candles and a small fire in there. Single bed, a small table, 2 chairs, a small desk, and a chest. Is kind of what you see upon entry.
All right, we would,
obviously nobody's in there.
all right. So I'm sure upon I'd ask the captain if if you mind if we check it out real good and go through everything, look for any kind of clues and.
Yeah, go ahead and toss this place.
All right. So then I would want to look at the the small desk and stuff like that. Go through the drawers and
Okay, so you would find some basic religious clothing there, and go ahead and roll investigation for whoever's looking around.
Detectives we ain't.
So, Marcone and Villeroff, between you guys, you find what appears to be a journal, and Marcone, give me a religion check. Okay, so you see in there's a letter, a loose leaf letter in the book, and it's basically a letter that has excommunicated her from the Church of Crabathi, and you realize that is a you know that's a Marcone knows that's a large sect of a church on the mainland. And then in the so in the journal, and I'll go ahead and identify this and drop this in your party sheet. In the journal, the journal basically describes, and if you click into this, it'll say the same thing, but it basically describes how she was kidnapped by the Deep Ones not too long after arriving on the island itself, and they had intentions of using her as a breeding slave as well, but she was able to convince them that she could be more used to them in another capacity. And
is that Makonda reading that saying correct?
Yeah, I'm just telling you what's in it.
Okay.
All right, just let me keep going for a minute, please. Yeah, so this is so she convinced them that she could be of better use, and while at first they didn't really buy into this, she convinced them that she can start her own cult, basically the Servants of the Hidden Deep, that can help them liaison with the humans and recruit followers and provide slaves. And then also she would start her operation in Seapool, because she wasn't actually captured in the Seapool area, and so she decided to start it down there, and in order to facilitate the Deep Ones kidnapped the church father and sacrificed them. She had gathered an initial following, and that she had grown into the Servants of the Hidden Deep. Not too long after coming to town, she met Lady Ritter. They developed a friendship, and Lady Ritter has been instrumental in growing and planning the operations of the Hidden Deep. Lady Ritter. So I'm summarizing. This is a summary of all the details in the journal. She shows concerns that Alderman Ritter, Lady Ritter would convince Alderman Ritter is in the town's best interest to provide the young for breeding slaves and sacrifices. Alderman Ritter has been conflicted at times, but Lady Ritter was always able to bring him in line. So you would have to, metagame wise, you guys have to take some time to read that.
Yeah,
that's basically.
Well, I guess, Captain, here is your proof.
Well, like I said, so in between sessions, he's going to go back and interrogate people.
Yeah.
You guys would probably need a little bit of time to read the book, would you take that time and read it, and then approach Lady Ritter? And that these are things to think about for next session, is where we go with this.
Yeah, I think we'll read the journal first before we're doing anything else, so we know what's going on.
Yeah, I'm thinking in the
Yeah.
terms of like the captain, knowing that this is like some kind of investigation, he would probably want to know as much information. I would think he'd want to know as much information as possible before he starts going, because we don't really know at this point. We don't really know who's involved and who's not, other than the mayor's wife.
Yeah.
So I definitely agree that would probably be in the case's best interest to look at the journal carefully.
Yeah. So what Captain Karen suggests is, he's like, why don't we go back to the barracks? We can heal up some of these wounds and get a bit of a rest and talk about our next plan. And during that time when we're taking a rest, we can see what this journal says.
Very
And,
good. We should
and then, we'll
probably
take it from there.
we should probably clean up what we've come across here too, just so we don't throw anybody off.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Maybe we should post a couple guards inside the door. Maybe have them wear these robes or something.
Keep everybody out.
Yeah, keep everybody out, and then we can kind of regroup at the barracks and figure out where to go from there.
Yeah, sounds like a good plan.
All right, and so with that, we will end tonight's session, and we'll pick it up back at the barracks. And anybody have anything they want to talk about this time?
We hate your coughing all the time. Get well soon.
Yeah, sorry.
No. Just a joke.
I know.
Um,
Awful. I need to get something for it.
You playing next Monday, you plan? Or you want a week off now to get over all this?
No, I should be fine. I think I'm on the tail end of this. It's just for some reason my cough has got really bad today.
Okay. And then it's not
so-
good. It's not good talking all the time, or either when you have like this.
Yeah, and like I said, I think part of it is just because I didn't sleep well. I think that's why it's kind of hitting me hard.
Yeah.
But no, I if everybody else is fine, I'm good with next week.
Okay, I'm good.
Anybody not good?
I don't know yet if we are good or not.
Okay.
I will ask and get with you shortly.
Okay.
All right, yeah, just let us know in the
What?
in Discord.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
can
would
do
say
that.
As long as we have at least half the people, if we have 4 people, I'm good to go. So.
Yep. I guess I'll play.
Sounds
two
good. Thanks for the session, guys. See ya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, and it was a
and
nice,
one other-
nice story entry. Now we saw the finish off and so on. Very good.
Yeah, next time will probably be the conclusion of this story arc here. And we have basically a couple seeds, and I have another one I'm going to weave in at some point. But so we'll probably have some decisions like next time on what direction we're going to go, and then once we know what direction, that's probably where I'll need a week's break.
Okay.
So.
You'll see how the story unfolds.
So what do you guys, just general thought, what do you guys think of so far, what you know about this arc? Was it entertaining? Was it intriguing?
Oh, it was very good. I like the story part of it, and details about anything when you're describing things, finding a book with names, stars, and so on. So getting more intrigued to find out what's going on. And I can tell you right now also, I hate you moved her away, because I was about to use my mage's hand to pull her helm down over her head, and then you just moved away from my range for doing that.
Cool.
I
Everybody else?
definitely enjoy